Oh,
Oh
live
yeah,
you said.
we are live. But
Cool.
of
So
course,
how
we're
was
delayed.
delayed live?
Yeah, we're delayed live. We're building up
Delayed
that
live.
stream delay. I can see my RAM go from 14, 15, 15.5, 16, 16.8, 16.12. Is it steadily? Okay, good. Good thing I have 32.
God, I can't. I just really want them to make a PC version.
Oh,
Of
I know,
those.
right? I'm not looking
It
forward
makes
to any crashes. Hope it doesn't.
Yeah, it makes streaming so much easier, and kind of just producing content really.
The thing is, I think they actually could just build it into the regular game because it's literally just a different set of parameters. Like,
Yeah.
it's literally, hey, these are the values instead of these, and now the big thing is shrinking the maps because, of course, the main game is not built in Unity. So,
Well, how did they do? They did World of Tank splits for the PC. They released that like a while ago, and that's why a lot of people stream it. But like, if they can do that, I feel like they can do it for ships PC.
well, okay, so they can do it. It's a lot of times you have to realize what the parameters are with Unity and how the rendering goes on PC, and then also you do have the unfortunate situation where you have to worry about the not just renders, but you also have to worry about controls. You have to make sure that they're wired up in the current states. Now, realistically, a lot of the time when you're building a Unity game, you're typically using their controls. So you're like, hey, this is the area of the screen that does this control. So you use a universal controller so that basically eventually, when the game gets built for PC or exported to PC, you don't actually need to do anything because literally exporting to mobile versus Switch on Unity versus everything is literally a click of a button. It's a checkbox.
Okay.
Do you want to export in this? Yes, done. And then you wait, like, typically, depending on how powerful your PC is, between 20 and 80 minutes. And you'll out-pop an EXE or APK or stuff like that. So, let's see. I'm waiting for confirmation that everything's running.
Let me pull it up so I can see chat as well.
Yeah, definitely. Yep, looks like day 2 coverage on YouTube is up. And make sure I don't accidentally call a reverb on that one. That's always fun. Yep, perfect. And Twitch is there. Let's just bring up our faces because of course we are 13 minutes waiting for everything. Let's just bring up full face. Make sure to do that. And sorry, focus on Pigbay. Only Pigbay.
Only on me? No.
It's only on you. And with that, I'm gonna remove the music. Of course, we were just kind of setting up, but yeah, no. So like Unity development, the thing is I have heard is they actually are in Unity 3, not Unity 5, which is the latest. So I'm betting there might be, and this is actually something that I've heard. Don't quote me on this at all, but there are rumors of a 5.0 update of some sort, which makes sense. 4.5. You kind of get in that point where eventually 5.5, and I'm hoping that they've given the devs enough time to convert over to Unity 5 because there are a lot of benefits, including performance benefits and stability benefits. So I know some people might be like, well, I want more content. I'd like more stable content, and I think everyone can kind of agree with that.
Yeah.
So, but Unity 5 offers some really cool rendering, shading improvements, along with a minimization option, which allows that actually Activision actually stole for Warzone, which was actually quite a fun read if you ever want to get into like the minutia of scaling things down and making things smaller in terms of memory. It's actually a really honest to God good article of how Warzone did that, and then you just realize they stole it from Unity. Because Unity, like, I don't know if you know this. Are you an old Call of Duty Modern Warfare fan?
Yeah, old school. Yeah.
Yeah, old school. So all those early devs that were all really good engine builders, this is actually why Infinity Ward actually stopped producing games for a while, because they just kept on producing engines, is a lot of them over at Unreal and a lot of them over at Unity. They absolutely are killing it now. So you can tell from the games that people have been pushing out with Unreal 5 and with Unity and everything like that, they've really nailed it out really well. So it's quite interesting to see. Okay. But enough. Sorry, I'm nerdy now. I'm a programmer. Sorry. I just enjoy that stuff. Yep. But actually, Pigbay did a little bit of analysis on the Al Kaboom games. What did you see?
All right. So the first one I watched, it was Friendship is Retirement, which is AU, versus Tilt 4M, whatever. And obviously we know that is L4's one of their teams. It was an Epicenter. The thing that I thought was interesting is that AU ended up bringing a 4DD, 1 cruiser, 2 BB layout, while Tilt brought the traditional 232. So what ended up happening was AU was able to grab the caps early. And yeah, they grabbed the caps early, but they weren't able to hold on to them. So it turned into a battle of attrition. So there's a thing of having too much TDs, because those things don't have that much health, as we all know. You're going to need those cruisers to actually take them down. So that's what ended up happening there. Let's see, what else do we have here? The next match I watched was the Infinite Rage, which is the Rage guys, versus Rage Quit, which is FND. A little confusing, but Rage
FND
Quit,
having their fun.
Yeah, FND having their fun.
Yep.
They brought 1 DD, 4 cruisers, and 2 BBs, while Rage ended up bringing their 232. Infinite Rage was able to capitalize on having a DD advantage and grab and hold caps. Teams ended up trading cruisers, but after that, Infinite Rage was able to focus better than FND was able to, and that was the key factor there. The key factor was holding the caps with their superior DD advantage. I didn't really write too much on this one, but I thought it was interesting. Pigbay Pirates, which is Yoho, versus Los Olvidados, which is the Forgotten, lost. Yep. They did a 2-3-2, which was the Pigbay Pirates. Lost ended up doing a 2-3-2 as well, but they ended up bringing a Grozavoy and a Buffalo. So those were 2 benched picks that we talked about.
Yeah.
But not only that, their 2 BBs were 2 Republics. So not even what we've been seeing, the Yammies or Shickies. But Lost was able to pull it out. I didn't write anything, so I don't remember how they did it, but they pulled it off somehow.
Yeah, that's a surprising thing, especially with that the setup and everything like that. So
yeah, I believe one of their DDs died very early. It was the Z52, if I remember correctly. He ended up getting whacked, and I believe I remember now.
What?
So that match, it came down to the wire. They ended up Lost ended up winning by 20 points, and the key factor there was they had a Mosfa and the Buffalo that were able to cap 2 caps at the same time at the very end, because at one point, who was it? Yoho was holding all 3 caps, so they were able to simultaneously get 2 caps, which let them, continue building the lead.
Yep.
And they ended up winning by 20. So
key that would have been tight.
Was caps.
Oh yeah, we did see the other day though that just because you capitalize on caps doesn't mean you can't get killed, and ended up losing either way from the amazing game from Toxic and the other one.
Oh yeah.
I can't remember the team. Sorry, so many games recently.
Yeah, and then the last one I have is Rage Quit FND versus Buccaneers. Yeah, Buccaneers Battalion, which is another Yoho.
Yep.
Rage bought 1-4-2, so 1 DD, while the Buccaneers did the 2-3-2, but they brought a shimmy. So, honestly, I believe that match was lost when the shimmy came in, because it kind of gave up the superior numbers that they had with the DDs because of Shimakaze. But, sorry.
Alright, so to take over for Pigbay here and such, obviously the Shimakaze is going to be putting a lot of effort in the firepower versus the going on to using a lot of skills and capabilities of that stuff. Pigbay's frozen right here, so we'll just kind of hold up and wait for him to handle that. But of course, Captain Phasma, Sup, Philly Sup, dude? Hey, how's it going? Red Dino Gaming just joined the stream, hoping that one person to play the Goliath of the Kremlin. Yeah, it probably won't happen, but it would be funny. It would be. It would be good. So, but yeah, no, putting the Shimikaze, it's putting all of your firepower into one area when you want your DDs to be a mix of support and firepower. So I think that's probably what Pigbay was trying to say before being interrupted.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
no worries.
Sorry about that. So, again, we talked about it before. The Shimikaze, 84-second reload on the torps.
Yep.
Basically, it was not hitting its shots. And that's what it came down to. The DD ended up surviving, but yeah, it was just a poor choice in Destroyer, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, it's exactly why we both benched it. It's too much firepower in that situation where we'd rather take a Somers where, yeah, it's less lethal torps, but you can put out a lot more. It's about volume of fire. And once again, area of denial torps are important within this game, especially as we did see a bunch of turtle strats specifically that absolutely did kind of end up winning or ended up losing because of whether or not they made the key critical plays with their maneuverability, with their DDs playing the flanks. So, but all right, so let's kind of go over. We are actually looking at the play bracket right now. Tonight we are watching FND versus Toxic in winners bracket 1-1, and then we are going down to winners bracket 2-2 down over there. So we'll exactly see Infinite Rage versus whoever wins the battle between Friendship is Retirement and SEAL Team 6. From there, we will be moving down to winners bracket 3. Of course, this is between the Los Alvidales, as I heard it from Pigbay earlier. If I just slaughtered that, I'm sorry. Once again, I'm just a streamer. I slaughter everything.
Just say the Forgotten.
The Forgotten, thank you. I'm the Forgotten. I keep on the Fortunate or something like that. I keep on seeing that. But, yep, so of course we'll be seeing what comes up out of Pagled Pirates versus Shipfaced, L4 GTM versus Buccaneers Battalion, and Syndicate versus Drunken Deckhands. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think there's any clear winners within those brackets. I don't know if you've got any thoughts on that, Pigbay.
Honestly, no, because like there's upsets all the time. So, yep. I mean, all we can do is just wait and watch, really.
Oh yeah, no, definitely gonna be a big one, and of course, we've got our tier maker, seeing how right or wrong Pigbay and I are, so we'll exactly see if that goes, which of course we did see the Double Republic come in, we did see the Hindi come in, which we actually benched the other night because no one was bringing it on NA, whereas a lot of people brought it out on the Russian server, so we'll exactly see. Of course, looking at the wonderful schedule right now, we are 3 minutes away right now from the first match. Now, these are best of 3, so of course we're going to be staying in, switching fields up every now and then, waiting for everything, but Pigbay and I will be in there watching and waiting and kind of seeing exactly, doing some post-game commentary in between matches, but of course it's going to be best of 3. Some of these teams are going to go quick, and that's how we go with it. So
you just reminded me to log on.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I'd like that.
How did you do that, huh?
Hope everyone's having an amazing night tonight. And
hey.
Yep. Also,
someone liked my Santa hat, though.
Yeah, someone did. Yep, it was Red Gaming and such. But make sure, drop some love over to Pigbay. Absolutely awesome creator over there. Yep. And Division battles this weekend. I don't know if we're going to see anything from that, but I think it's tier 5, so it doesn't interest you as much. Yeah.
Well, I mean, in the way I see it is Rule of the Waves takes precedence. I mean, out of everything I've done in this game, I think commentating on the tournaments is something that I think I found my niche. I freaking love it. I love being the analytics guy and judging other people's plays, and then be able to be vocal about it, instead of being silent to myself like I normally am.
Oh yeah, definitely. But also, just remember, like, follow, subscribe on any platform that you want within my channels, because of course I streamed every single major platform: YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. So just make sure to do that. And of course, it seems like my entire community is wanting me to really play the Saipan, or as many of them call the Slypan, when I hit 500 subs. So that is my torture for getting to 500. But also, hopefully at that time, Wargaming will give me some love, so I can do a giveaway at the same time, which will be a blast for everyone. So Why is Gamora? I love your name in high. Like, that is awesome. That is an awesome name. Pigbay, you're not helping here. You're not helping. Not helping. So we should receive soon. Should receive an invite soon. But of course, right first we are going to be watching F&D versus Toxic. So hope everyone is doing great tonight.
Sorry. What I got interrupted for was my wife wants to adopt another dog. So.
Oh, hey, that's important. That's important.
Let's give it a home then.
So, of course, everyone's just like, hey, come play. I'm like, I'm not playing right now. I'm watching better people play. So, Slypan, why is... Oh, God. Y'all are going to make me play just nothing but CVs one stream, aren't you? That's how it's going to happen, isn't it? Oh, man. But... just waiting. Let's quickly make sure we've got everything for... Let me quickly post up into World Chat. Make sure that I know someone on Toxic has the information, so of course I'll ping them. Toxic. So we shall see. Hope everyone's having a great night. That is a real small Santa. I wonder who you got that from, Senior Chief. Oh. And Pigbay is unfortunately getting talked to by his wife, or someone. So we can make fun of him all we want. So, of course, while he's having to talk, we can absolutely make his night. I wish that we didn't have to do a stream delay, but unfortunately we have to worry about people who stream snipe. So, and of course, it seems like Toxic is still waning, so we are holding out for that F&D. Yeah, perfect. Perfect, just waiting on that.
Right. I think I'm back.
Are you sure?
Muting right.
You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Hopefully everyone is having a great night. We are Rulers Wave Day 2. We are waiting for F&D versus Toxic, which should be a really good game between these two. Toxic had a bit of a rough day yesterday, actually, when we look at the matches, when we look at the round robin. Toxic only had 6, where we have Rage Quit at 6 as well, but I did hear multiple times Rage Quit actually having some very good games there. So this is a very tight game. No matter what we look at it, no one is a clear winner on this, especially with how they played yesterday. And it does look, we actually have our invite, so let's get Pigbay in here.
All right.
Invite out.
Good.
Cool. Nani. 50 more subs until Slypan is a thing. 50, oh my. Red Gaming, you're not helping. Not helping.
Oh shit, let me turn off the sound.
Yep. Alright, so let's kind of go over to the live stream setup. Alright, now this is best of 3, so let's see exactly how they're going right here. We do have, once again, Hindenburg, Smolensk, Moskva, along with 2 Yamatos and 2 Z-52s. While down below, we look to have, that's 3 cruisers, except it's the Venezia, Des Moines, and Moscow with 2 Darings, if I can say that right. But we'll see if they have some change. We don't have everyone readied up yet, so let's see how this goes. But
a black Yamato?
that's not a bad pick in this match. It might come in.
I put that on the bench list.
The thing is, it's still a Yami. It's that spotter plane gives you some intel. That's really the big thing, is that really helps out with that. So, yep. So we got F&D versus Toxic. We are going in, seeing the flip side. Pigbay. Let's go in and let's watch this. Whatever happens, please don't crash. Please don't crash. Please. So let's see how this goes. Okay, we are in a mountain, I guess, in the current setup. But right now, we of course have 2 DDs, 3 cruisers. Let's get into this. Let's actually switch over to free view right here. We immediately have K1 and Hello Kitty out of F&D Squadron going towards D. This map is a 4-cap map, but of course C and B basically are give me, so it's where do they go with A and D. Specifically, we've got the Hindenburg, Smolensk, while the Yamatos are going mid, and Big Balls is absolutely grabbing C right there. Let's go over to Toxic side, because of course we've got Davey immediately getting right in there with the Daring, showing that it's got a little bit faster speed or this better position right over there. Over here we've got a Des Moines, Venezia, and another Daring with Need going over to D, but a lot of turtling right here. If you can see down below, it looks like FND is definitely taking a spread out approach, but they are focusing mostly on the west side right here. We do have some Divinity Torps. Let's pop up to the top view right here, because of course as a turtle, it's more about making them think and more about having them take torpedoes over and over again. The small amounts of damage helps, but right here Hello Kitty is starting to engage a Des Moines out of Alistair, absolutely showing the strengths and the amount of rate of fire that can happen from that onto Hello Kitty, getting caught out with a decent amount of firepower. But right here, Area of Denial Torps by K1, absolutely holding C and D with F and D right now in the win with 2 caps right now. And right here, you can see we've got a bit of a slow burn right here out of Smolensk and Hindenburg right here. But sometimes you just got to slide up right behind and catch people off guard. So we shall actually see Rocky Boy Ohio actually takes a huge hit right there, while Hello Kitty seems to be basically backing up, bow tanking. Moskva can do it, but it's not going to hold out for incredibly long with that amount of firepower from a Venezia, Des Moines, another Moskva, and probably Rocky Boy helping out as well. But we do have Admiral sending off Torps out of the middle right here, with Davy Jones having spot the flank right here with the Smolensk and the Hindenburg, which is a very dangerous to his health, but also Rocky Boy is not sitting in a good position. We got Daring over here with Need absolutely taking some damage out of the Z-52, because it is a very dangerous ship up close and in range. But I don't know if the Daring's within range of actually seeing the sonar on that one, but this is a fight absolutely taking it there. Hello Kitty is absolutely backed out, probably stealthed up, doing like that. So K1's absolutely going right there, but of course Des Moines, Venezia, Moskva right there. K1 is going down on that side. Hello Kitty is by themselves, so this flank needs to push right now or make decisive plays. A lot of it's going to be taking down the Yamato over here with Rocky Boy, but of course they're going to be able to pull, kind of just run away and such, while the rest of their team focuses and gets that damage in while the team focuses fire. So right here, as you can tell, these cruisers are absolutely spreading out, trying to probably find Hello Kitty. Yeah, they have definitely found Hello Kitty down here, and we are absolutely seeing the devastating volume of fire from both of Venezia and Hello Kitty going down at this point. So realistically, the slow turtle basically turned and ate one half. Now they've got the entire field to play with. Rocky Boy absolutely staying out of the fight, staying back. So let's see exactly how this goes. We do have Admiral moving up over here on B. It is 2-2 cap, so it is still a very close game, but Toxic is ahead by nearly 100. So we are looking at this is, can the Smolensk and everything push on this? Because we do have La Flamme in the Hindenburg and the Smolensk absolutely right there. But you can see a great spread right here, not betting the farm on the entire spread of Torps. So it's easy to dodge right here, still taking 2, which a Smolensk takes a lot, but the La Flamme taking a few right there, it looks like, from the Daring, or they did. I'm actually betting they died out right there. But of course, Davy Jones absolutely once again, as this entire flank moves up, probably launching further Torps and or smoking up, trying to hide it. Unfortunately, Rocky Boy Ohio gets taken down. Now the teams are within 20 points each, but we do have now 3 caps to 1, and Gourmet is now caught out all alone against a Venezia and a Des Moines, and probably going to have that into La Flamme going down in the Hindenburg, getting just it just doesn't have the armor protection and the capabilities, but they are taking B, pushing Davy Jones out. Let's see if they can get Davy Jones over here, because we also have Gourmet down here running for his life, trying to do it. Davy Jones is going down. We do have Need all the way up here, just kind of healing, waning. This is a very tight section, so maybe he'll be able to get a bunch of torps off here. But we do have a very interesting setup going on right here, because we do have the Yamato taking a lot of damage and Gourmet going down, but will the other battleship go down on their team? So right now, we've got a 3-4 situation with more capabilities out of their cruisers. So let's see if they can pull this out. Unfortunately, I'm wondering how the Smolensk is actually going to deal with this, because a lot of cruisers are going to shut it out and make sure it doesn't live. But with the Yamato still there, they've got destructive firepower, destructive alpha, and a Moscow's not going to take destructive alpha, but a Des Moines will. And as you can tell, just clipping out that health along with torpedoes right there. Definitely Alistair taking a large amount of damage and losing a rudder. Hopefully they'll be able to heal up and get things moving, but still not a joke ship. The Smolensk has gone down. So right now we've got a 2-4 situation, but these are still very dangerous ships to these situations, because Need could die easily from Admiral. We've got a Yamato absolutely having to deal with 3 cruisers. All have capabilities. The Venezia can absolutely do a lot, and those torps are clutch when it comes down to the situation. We do still have 2-2 caps, so not a big deal. But as we can see, area of denial torps. We're going to see if maybe this catches Admiral Big Balls off guard, but nope. Perfect dodge there, Admiral. Perfect dodge. And of course, right here, they've got the winning victory. Hide. Don't worry about it. You don't need a threat over it. Don't focus on it. But of course, focus on who you can. Don't shoot where you want. But right here, Alistair is engaging the Z-52, going on that. Admiral Big Balls going down from Alistair. Alistair is just taking the torps. Doesn't matter anything like that. Doesn't matter even if they kill another person. F&D loses this round to Toxic. Nice job. Nice job indeed. That was a very slow turtle, but they absolutely accented on their victory the moment they did. And even after losing a bunch of people, they definitely kept their cool, stayed focused on seeing those caps through and seeing those points through. Pigbay, what are you thinking?
All right, that was a good match. If I had to give out an MVP right now, I think Alistair gets the MVP on that one. That was phenomenal play by him. Let's see where to start. All right, so first on the decap, let me back out of this match first.
Yeah. Oh, don't back out. No, shoot. You're supposed to stay in here.
My bad.
Yep. Best of three. We are not done with these two teams.
Okay. So Need traded his health, but in the end it was worth it because they got the Z and the Moscow both down. And then after that side was able to converge down onto the Yamato that was sitting there by, what cap is that? D?
C.
Yeah, by D.
Oh, it's D? Okay, I thought it was C.
No, C. It's C.
Yeah.
It's C. And then after that, they ended up they got him down, played Ring Around the Rosie because you don't want to try to win harder, There's no reason to fight a full battleship when you don't need to.
Yep.
So, that was textbook.
Yep, textbook. They held out, won a flank, pushed that flank. Just absolutely take advantage of what they were losing. And now, of course, FND did try to do a kind of turtle up and get together, and they did have the potential to actually pull that victory out. But the capabilities of all those cruisers absolutely in that situation were the winning effect, in my opinion. You had a lot of support skills, you had a lot of firepower, and you had a lot of average damage. As much as you have alpha out of the Yamato, you do not have that in comparison to three cruisers, especially that of the Des Moines and the Moscow, just constantly keeping hits on you. So definitely a rough game for that. So hopefully everyone is enjoying. We are waiting for the teams to ready up to go into round 2 of this best of 3 between FND and Toxic. Right now we've got Haven, which of course is a very interesting map, and we will see exactly how they pull it out. But we are all ready. It looks like we're waiting.
Doesn't look like there's any changes either. Any ship changes. Looks like they're running the same thing.
Yep. We shall see. How's chat doing? Toxic, Slypan of the Goliath. Goliath?
That's funny.
Y'all are gonna kill me. But it would be cool to end out the year at 500 subs. So let's just see. We're in. We are in. Okay, of course. F&D, Toxic, round 2. Let's see how this goes again. Right now, Toxic is up 1. So, let's see. Haven. Very interesting map, especially with this. We've got some, do you go AD? Do you go BC? Do you engage B early? Let's see how this happens. So, cool. We got the free view down here. We, of course, got Laflamme and K1 up north, along with the Yamatos in the middle, and down south we got Manboy, Hello Kitty, and Admiral right here in this little quadrant. Right over here, we absolutely have some people going immediately to A and to B, so it looks like Toxic is going to push on B, which is a very, very hard position to push on if they do it right. Now over here, we absolutely have Derry taking A, and up over here we've got obviously the Venezia helping out with Need right here, and the 2 Yamatos going south. We do not have, it doesn't seem like anyone's going north, but Davey might contest C. We'll exactly have to see with that, while we have Alistair and Rocky Boy going over there. Now, right now, from what we can tell from F&D's side, specifically, they are going far south and really going wide. They are particularly losing a cap advantage. You got K1 looking to be a roamer in the situation, which can be very dangerous with the Z52, as ascertained by the torpedo reload rate and just its capabilities of its AP. They are splitting the Yamatos up, but as you can tell right here, Toxic is once again going for a turtle strat around A and B. So we shall see exactly whereabouts this goes, because they are really trying to hide their fleet movements around. They did not go for C. So right now we've got Toxic with an early lead, but not much of one. Let's see exactly how this goes. It looks like they're trying to encapsulate the actual turtle. So this is actually going to be a very interesting play to see how well this works out. Gourmet, of course, is engaging. Let's see, where is this shell? It would Derry at A. So right now, what they're doing right now is they're trying to force the turtle to not focus a particular ship. They're trying to get their guns in every which way, kind of cross-eyed section right here. But if Toxic can actually focus certain people and keep that chaos in tune, this can be a very tight and probably a problematic game for them. But we still have K1 once again being a roamer. K1's going to come back to bite this turtle in a bit. But right here, as we can tell, La Flamme showing the Hindenburg's just incapable of taking damage on this one, which actually I kind of learned actually this morning, that this actually might be a position actually be better suited for the Puerto Rico, as it can bow tank just a little bit better and still do a decent amount of damage on that, though it does have issues with DDs where the Hindenburg doesn't. So right here you can tell we've got one DD absolutely pushing, and just Torps just not enough. We got 2 Yamatos focusing the Moskva and Hello Kitty down over here. Hello Kitty not having a great night tonight, but you can see all of these torpedoes from 2 Darings absolutely flooding the field. And you once again seeing that spread, you want to try to focus things, because of course if you all would have shot off at one angle, no hits, but here 3 hits right on Aegean. So right here K1 is definitely taking a large hit from pushing up from the north, unfortunately just not able to do much. We got Alistair absolutely crushing it with the amount of DPM that Des Moines has, but of course has taken a decent amount of damage. Down here, let's quickly go to this. We've got Manboy and Hello Kitty being smoked up by the smallest of smoke, helping and trying to keep that going. Now, of course, they don't even have a DD down here pushing them or helping them catch the torpedoes early, but they have got so much health that they can just tank over here, while this group over here, Alistair, needs taking a lot of damage, but Alistair's taking a lot of damage. Let's see. Oh, man. Okay, Alistair goes down. I'm actually wondering, I want to see what Davy Jones does now. That might be a very interesting play. While Needs healing, Rocky Boy is taking a good amount of hits here, unfortunately, because this is a lot of firepower with a Moskva, Smolensk, and a Yamato. I almost said a Gourmet. But, of course, right now, I think the turtle, unfortunately, spread out too thin. I want to say La Flamme is definitely looking like they are in trouble with those torpedoes from Navy. And, of course, we got more torpedoes out by need right on that Yamato, just sending out a nice spread over here. Hello Kitty is trying to hide while we've got Okia absolutely making a move over there. The torpedoes definitely did Aegean, and Rocky Boy going down on this situation. I think we might be at that turning point where, unfortunately, right now, Toxic spread out their turtle way too much. They didn't push the advantage of the turtle at that right point. But let's exactly see how things play out, because we do have need going down right there in the middle. Oh man, this is definitely a very different game. Out of points wise, F&D is winning with 2-2 on the caps. So right here, we still do have a Venezia in play, so of course Admiral's got to be a little careful there, back it out, and we do still have Derry with most of their health. Down here, we've got Yamato versus Yamato slugging it out, but of course they've got a Smolensk and a Moskva absolutely ripping and tearing. Up here, we've got Davy Jones trying to make a move on La Flamme and on another cap, trying to see if they can win that situation. But down here, Okea, at Yamato is going down here. We just got a lot of firepower up here. And, of course, these two are coming to help out as possible, but they're not removing people. They're not taking ships out of the game. And right now, basically, Toxic is unfortunately split up massively. La Flamme taking a bunch of torps and going down via Davy. Nice work on that. Now they've got the cap points, so now they just got to stay alive. But unfortunately, the firepower situation is not looking good, and Derry looks to be caught out via the Moskva. So let's see exactly where this goes. That's never good for a Moskva. Yeah, that's never good for a Moskva. Man, oof. That was great plays from F&D. They broke that turtle. They spread the turtle out. I think they definitely. That's all I can say is the turtle was broken, and now the two ships are polar opposite with a massive team and a massive amount of health split between them. I'm actually Pigbay. What are you thinking right now? If you want,
I had to unmute.
No worries. 10 seconds.
All right.
What are you thinking?
So that was a very cheeky play of them to go for that hard flank.
Yep.
F&D, that is. It didn't. So I thought they were going to encapsulate them, and just fire from both sides.
Yep.
With superior number, just firing both sides, get their guns, turned the other way so they can't focus fire. But what ended up happening is the two Yammies got distracted and chased after them because they started running away. Once that Moskva got hammered, they started running away and they started chasing, which then spread them thin. And once that happened, the group to the right was able to start picking people off slowly here and there, and it was, kind of methodical.
They fell for the bait. I think that's the best way to say it. Is unfortunately they just the turtle strat is great when you actually stick together and you focus your fire, but they spread the firepower out. They attacked the turtle right, so we'll see. It's 1-1 now. Let's see who wins. Toxic versus FND. Hope everyone is enjoying the game. Yep, damn good game. Absolutely agree. Soulfire. So we've got Chain Epicenter going on right now. So of course Epicenter plays it a little differently. Turtles have to adjust a little differently. So we will see exactly when they're ready. So sorry, just messaging some other teams right here. My bad. Just give me a second. Sorry. Perfect. All right, so it looks like we do have Alistair coming back in a Puerto Rico. I wouldn't be surprised if they. Let's see how this.
I like seeing him in the Des Moines though, man. He was rocking it.
Oh, he was, but of course it failed last time. It doesn't have the staying power. It doesn't have the armor. It doesn't have the health that it absolutely can do. And when you are dealing only with 2 DDs, and they are Z52, so their armor is a higher amount, so the shells from the Puerto Rico can still do a considerable amount of damage, similar to that of the Holland. So let's see exactly what's going on here. Pigbay, you have to ready up.
Oh, shit. I mean, Snap.
It's okay. We are not a family-friendly stream. Absolutely. We're going in epicenter. So, of course, as we can tell, pretty much each team betting on the Daring versus the Z-52, while on the other side, Smolensk versus Puerto Rico and Venezia versus, Smolensk, Moscow. So, Russian bias. We'll see exactly if that's true in this battle. Or is it the players? Who knows? We'll find out right here. So, right from off the bat, we are right now on F&D's side. As we can tell, this is basically, most teams are going to start off with a little bit of a turtle, with a little bit of a, sending some people to the sides. So, of course, as we're looking at the setups right here where all the ships are, we, of course, are just kind of watching where they're going. And, of course, 20 seconds in a game, most ships haven't even got up to full speed. So, over here, obviously, we have full contention right now on the outer ring with the Darings versus Z-52s absolutely pushing on this. The note here is Alistair on the north side, along with the Yamatos generally on the south side versus the other side, flipped on the other side vertically. So this will be interesting to see where they focus their fire. Let's bring it up and such. Right here, we of course, it looks like Toxic is holding back. They are going to give the middle cap now. Specifically not doing the middle cap in this situation is actually a smart idea because, of course, right here, you're already seeing the area of denial torps go out, so why deal with them? Like, what's the point? So sometimes you just give up the middle so you don't actually ever have to worry about them ever again, and you just let your team, like the enemy team, waste their torpedoes for just a little bit. It's a really small thing, but really the main focus thing is get the enemy ships slugging. And of course, Toxic right here already did this similar strat actually yesterday. They are starting to bunch up towards this island right here, while down here you've kind of got two different angles of fire from both a Moscow and Yamato versus a Smolensk and Yamato down there. And you of course got La Flamme looking like taking a beach vacation right down there. So we'll see exactly how it goes, while Derry is backing up, trying to look like they've got, trying to get hits on the Hindenburg. As you can see right now, the Yamato's trading numbers right here. Rocky Boy, of course, is taking a brunt of it, as they are the first one there. But let's see exactly how this goes, because it is looking like Toxic is taking the middle cap, but slowly losing the outer cap. F&D does have the middle situation, while La Flamme is taking a good amount of hits from the Moskva, which you just can't compete against it range-wise. It can do a lot of damage when they're both in range, but of course Moscow's guns are just really good, and Rocky Boy absolutely backing up. But it looks like there is Turtle once again right here is showing that you can kind of run into some problems, but it looks like Venezia is fixing it with a little bit of smoke. So right here we can tell we've got Admiral absolutely just sitting in the middle, just doing his thing, keeps that cap going, keeps in there, and occasionally sending out torpedoes, but does have area of denial torpedoes going right there. K1 looks to be maybe moving towards a roamer position. That's really great, where Toxic unfortunately is bundled up in this, but I'm not really seeing too many ships getting focused. So we do have an ultimate problem right there, while already FND is showing the focus fire on Rocky Boy and focusing right on that stuff. Ooh, that's some rough hits right there on Rocky Boy right there. Hopefully Rocky Boy can get out of there. Maybe a heal. Are they going to be able to snipe him out right there? K1, of course, is moving in to start working on, looks to be torps out on Alistair and Okia. I'm sorry if I'm slaughtering that name. But, of course, La Flamme down there is definitely taking a good bit, but taking this firepower out of this situation. And that's why, in my opinion, you're not seeing a lot of massive damage between La Flamme and these Yamatos, where they need to be working on those health pools. They need to be working on hitting those things. Torpedoes obviously are taking a good hit, but no hits overall. They're just moving ships around, and that's the main thing. Rocky Boy is going down. Nice shot from Aegean. Right here, we, of course, now have FND with all three caps. Now, of course, with Epicenter, that's 9 points pretty consistently. It's very dangerous and very problematic. You can see the divisionary torps. They're trying, like, these Darings are trying to keep Big Balls on his knees, or on his shoot, that sounds bad. On his Pigbay's laughing his butt off, but they're trying to keep Admiral Big Balls on his feet right now, on his balls of his feet. God damn it, honey, my I totally screwed up. I'm so sorry, F&D. You guys are doing so great here. And Toxic, come on. I want to see you guys come from behind on this one. Damn it. But I'm just failing here. Okay. Let's kind of go. K1, of course, is moving in, putting out those area denial torps. Admiral Big Balls is on his balls of his feet right now, obviously getting pushed from a Moskva, but of course those Darians have not been able to disrupt, and those Yamatos have been able to just focus things down. Right here we've got the Venezia taking a large amount of damage, and it needs to hide in order to hide out from those firepower, from the amount of firepower that are getting focused upon. So of course Admiral is moving away while we do have Need moving in, and we are talking a 2-to-1 situation, but it looks like F&D is finally giving up the middle cap. Of course, you can't stay there forever. You can't always stay hidden. Now we are starting to see the Dairings move out and get those torpedoes within range to disrupt the Yamatos, but I feel like the Yamatos have already done enough damage. Ooh, Gourmet just takes a massive hit from Okia. Nice shot there, but let's watch the return fire on this. Absolutely, they must have got something, but we'll see exactly how it goes. Need, unfortunately, is taken down, while looks like Admiral is together via duct tape. So we'll see exactly how that goes. Davy Jones is, of course, roaming over here and needs to. It's a very dangerous push if he goes over there with the Smolensk, and especially with La Flamme, the Hindenburg is no joke. It just can take a lot of damage on this. So we do have torpedoes going out on this side. Man, this is just a slugfest, but I have a feeling F&D just held the caps better, and they focused fire better. And as much as that turtle helped, it seemed like La Flamme pulled enough of their firepower out that it did not help Toxic win this game. Yeah, I'm gonna Pigbay. What you thinking on this? Because that was quite a game. That was a lot moving on, and I apologize for my dirty mind and my failures. And I can't wait to see all the memes of that. I cannot, because that's just gonna happen.
That's gonna be great. But it's exactly what happened though. F&D was able to just go in, hold 2 caps. They held the middle cap.
Yep.
Because Toxic did not want to contest it whatsoever at the beginning. You did see them push into it, but that was towards the end. But F&D just did a way better job of farming the damage.
Yep.
They focused on one ship, all guns turned on the ship, and they just started firing. They brought one of the Yami was the first to go down, right?
Yep. Rocky Boy.
Rocky Boy was the first to go down, and that's a lot of health.
Yeah.
It's no small feat.
Oh yeah.
And yeah.
So
being brought to their knees.
Yep. So that, of course, 2-to-1. That's a GG. There's GGs going all around on this. So, of course, we're going to back out of this. We will bring Pigbay back up as we wait for the next game to occur. Because, of course, that really was, I really have to say, that was a great, great game between those two. It really was.
I'm sorry. I was looking at Soulfire's comment.
Oh, Jesus. What did he say?
Tripped up on those big balls. Oh, that was
I tried so hard not to say that the entire game. Actually, wait, no. What's our second game? Infinite Rage. Yeah, we're not in this. No, we're not in this one.
No, I'll back out.
Yeah, no. There we go.
That's
right.
So funny though.
Because we are in with Friendship. It looks like Friendship won, and we have Infinite Rage. So.
Okay.
So of course, Pigbay. Make sure we invite the right person. Okay, so we've got round 2 right here. Round 2 that we were watching is WB22, which is Deadlock Cage and Sea of Fortunes. And of course, right here, looks like we've got Infinite Rage versus Friendship. So let's see exactly how this goes between these two. This would be a very good competition because, of course, when we actually look at the round robin situation, I just want to make sure I'm readied up to make sure we go in on this. So we do have Friendship is retirement at 12 and Infinite Rage at 15. So, of course, right now this is definitely a very close game. But, of course, Friendship's got to come back from that point loss. But, of course, that doesn't always mean that they're always going to win that. So let's see exactly how this goes but Infinite Rage versus Friendship.
Sorry, I was getting a little excited here. I started, clapping. Not clapping, but there's a Somers. We finally got a Somers.
Yeah, we do. We do have a Somers. Let's see if they stay in that situation.
Stoked.
Yep.
But there is a Shimakaze, so I just hope that Somers does better, because then, it just means I'm right.
It realistically, the Somers is great at one thing, and it's breaking up those, specifically those turtles.
One thing. Come on now. Those guns are good.
Those guns are good, but there are other things. Which actually, let me quickly pull everyone in so you can see exactly what we're talking about here. But of course, Somers is excellent at breaking up turtles, because it just, the volume of torpedoes, it breaks up those things. It makes them have to move. It lowers their DPM. It keeps their guns off target. So exactly, I'm waiting to see how this exactly goes and exactly works. So,
and they switched off.
Yeah. Damn.
Here I am talking up Storm about it, and they switched.
I know.
Not gonna lie, I'm kind of hurt about it.
We'll just have to play a triple Somers game sometime.
All right, I'm down. It'll make me feel better.
Of course. So hopefully everyone's having a great night. Once again, Pigbay's with me tonight. Make sure to give him some love on his channel. He's an awesome streamer, especially with Divisions, and he's got a cute little hat tonight. So we are going into game. So let's go in this. We've got Rage versus Friendship. So let's exactly go through this. Friendship is retirement. So we have best of 3. This is the first game. So let's get into it. Right now, the setups are a 3-2-2 versus a 2-3-2. So when we are actually looking at that, so we do have 2 Z52s and a Daring versus a just Daring and Z52, while we have a Stalingrad Venezia versus a Stalingrad Venezia and Moscow. We are definitely seeing the Stalins being chosen mostly tonight. So right here, we obviously are seeing all this stuff. As we see exactly the teams move, it looks like they are moving completely counterclockwise to each other, except for AU with Sunoco right over here. I'm sorry if I slaughtered that name. But, of course, they are definitely in a spot that majority of the team B is getting taken. But we do have the advantage of the 3DD setup, where they are each going to a cap. So we shall pop up. Let's see exactly how this works out. Of course, Z52, send out those torps. Just let them happen. See what happens. If it happens, it doesn't. If it doesn't, anything. Whatever. Of course, A and C are being taken, but I'm betting A will not hold for long. Bulletproof, absolutely using the run aground technique and go visit the beach situation. While we do have the dogfighting starting from the Venezia, Yamato's absolutely starting to slug it out between their southern fleet. So right here, we do have the turtle strat. Obviously, they are all within a certain particular situation. They are retaking A, but with the 3DDs, let's see if they can actually break it up and focus and get that turtle taken out as much as possible. But we do have Area of Denial torps out from Arsonist up here. So let's see exactly how this goes. Now, while HQ has absolutely come up from C, having absolutely, they've spotted every single ship. Why even stay down there? So, of course, right now, going up there and helping out at B. But, of course, there's still 2 ships. While the Venezia is taking a lot of damage, they are smoking up. But can they stay alive long enough? We shall see. Along with right here, Area of Denial torps showing up right here. Just absolutely just coming in. Just making them all move. That was a perfect point from this Z52 down here. Great work. While we have the Venezia absolutely trying to hide up and stick it out right there. That really the Venezia is the only one that's taking a good amount of damage, while this team is making their move between B and C, using these islands. And then, of course, the Venezia showing its fuel smoke, kind of helping them keep that health up. Prevent their Yamatos from going down, keep them alive for a lot longer. But of course, they've got a Venezia that it just goes right down. Donitz, a nice shot on that. That was an amazing bow tank hit on the Venezia over here. Of course, right here, the Z52 is taking a lot of firepower, but it's taking a lot of firepower out of the situation as well. Sometimes you can be the tank, even in a DD, by just getting those guns not focused on others. So let's see exactly how this plays out with this roamer, which absolutely is going to help out this turtle down here, because of course we basically have 2 turtles running into each other, which is, we got to see exactly how these multiple DDs go in. Frozen takes a massive hit right there from the Moscow and Yamato, it seems like, but we, of course, have a lot of people focusing fire up on Rage's side. So let's see exactly how this plays out. Z52 is just running. Don't worry about it. Just launch off torps, see if you can hit some. Not a big deal, but Frozen is going down in the contestation at B, unfortunately. So we are seeing a better focus fire from the Northern Fleet just ripping through, but we'll see if that pays off over time. Right here, HQ absolutely is dropping B. Just don't try to fight this many ships. You've got a Stalingrad, Moskva, Daring, Yamato, and Yamato. They will eat you alive, while Dirty Sailor is basically removing themselves from the game. This is an expert tactic right here from this side, that absolutely pulling a DD that is mostly full health out of the game when they should be disrupting these Yamatos. Great frickin' move on their part, but of course, still, we do have a lot of focus fire getting hit on these Stalingrads, which they can put out a lot of damage. They can take a lot of damage. Let's see if Isma can take all of these rounds and get into safety. I don't know if that's enough, but of course, right now, we do have Rage absolutely retaking this cap and retaking the impact because of this. Oh, we do have Dirty Sailor is disengaging, while we do have Sunoco moving back into the fight. That right here probably could be a deciding factor in the game. It would be quite interesting, while we do have a lot of firepower here along with a 2-cap lead. So let's see exactly how this works out and how this ends up happening. While we have Izanami down in the corner right there, we do have Chris absolutely at a lot of health. I want to see exactly what that Venezia pulls from there, but right now this is just a slugfest, and the Yamatos are not doing wonderful. Doggo is taking a lot of hits, and we will see if they take out one of the Yamatos, which is a huge source of damage. Bulletproof taking out Doggo right there. That is definitely a rough time for Friendship. So let's see. They're focusing the Yamato again. They're using their firepower. They're focusing. You can tell, because you're not seeing other ships really take too much damage here and there unless it's a random odd one out. Stop right there, AG. Nice shot on that. That was an expert switch. Hey, yes, I could be focusing Donitz, but hey, I've got spots on another ship that I can take out. So great work on them. We are seeing a lot of damage on a single target. So this is definitely 2 turtles just battling it out. But of course, you got Rage with a larger amount, and also 2 caps just absolutely holding it and not pressing their advantage, just staying back, making sure they got it. But unfortunately, it looks like Lost Souls might have pressed it a little too much. Might have. We'll see if... Oh, yep. I'm going to say Donitz is going right in for the kill on this shot. But, yep, there you go. Nice shot, Donitz, on Lost Soul right there. Great job on that. Absolutely disrupting it. We got Zsunoko going down. Oh, man. This is a pretty tight game between the two in terms of just skill. But right here, of course, you're seeing those straight line torpedoes. Hey, I'm just going to bet the farm, and they all miss. So that's a rough one. Of course, you're seeing the firepower that you miss out from having an additional cruiser just beat those 3 DDs. They had the early lead. Unfortunately, it looks like it's coming back to bite them in the butt, because they were able to focus fire and also focus on making, and realistically, even though pulling one of their DDs out of the game, it still just wasn't enough. Donitz going down at the last moment. That was epic. Pigbay, what are you thinking? What were you feeling?
So there's a lot happened there. HQ grabbed C uncontested, but then at that point, C was just not a factor, because Rage was able to grab and hold A and B. B went back and forth for one time, I believe, but as soon as it was Venezia went down, both DDs went in and made it 2-1 for against the other DD. Cap flipped, but then I forgot what DD actually went down to Stalingrad and the Daring. As soon as that happened, they were able to regain, and they never let go of those caps. They were able to focus fire a lot better, and ended up bringing the Yamatos down. I mean, that's exactly how you said. You had extra firepower in another cruiser, and they were able to utilize that.
Yep.
And yeah, it worked really well.
They were like, hey, we lost the caps early. Let's take the cap we can, push on that, just double that advantage of that firepower. The moment you have that, you focus it. And then also, of course, the random shots, just making sure, hey, look, this is a low health person and they just spotted, take them out. Just methodically take it out. There's definitely some very good focus firing and very good communication from F&D's team right there, or Rage's team. Sorry, Rage's team. My bad. So too many teams. My bad. So hopefully everyone is enjoying the content here. Of course, this time at least I didn't screw up. So it looks like Soulfire will definitely join up with our triple Somers. Sup, Foxy? How's it going? Espelot, how's it going? Yep. It definitely was a very good game. It definitely was some decisive wins, but it definitely was also, I think, the determination in the teams is that you had one team that was consistently going, okay, it's fine. Okay, we lost the Caps. That's not losing the war. You lost that battle. Let's focus on one thing and doing it right and slowly doing it. I was wondering if that actually the pulling the DD out down far south was going to ruin it for Rage and like that, but it ended up winning it. Ended up working. So
Dirty Sailor did get pulled like a yo-yo, man.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, for it.
Yep.
But then he disengaged though.
He did
realize his mistake, and that's part of the thing with these matches. All right, you realize that you're committing a mistake, and you fix it. All right, but the key is to realize that you're actually doing the mistake.
Yep. And that's really is the key thing to a lot of people. A lot of people forget that. Is that when learning and growing and being a better player, a lot of the time just comes up to going, stop, hold up, am I doing this right? Am I thinking this through? Am I following through right? And that really just changes things up. So we shall see how this goes. Of course, that was the first match. Great first match so far. So let's see. I don't think there was any switches on this. So we shall see how this goes. They are keeping the triple. Now, of course, this is cage domination. So we'll see if the multiple DDs help in this situation. So let's see how this rolls. Of course, we are watching Frozen right here. We've got Donut's Doggo, Stalingrad, and Daring with Izuma and Sunoco up top. Let's see exactly how these teams go. Now, once again, actually, I'm stopping. I'm taking a quick moment there. Is that it looks like, once again, the team is splitting up. They're looking for that early cap so they can, challenge every single one of them. And it looks like Raffi, AG, and Arsonist are moving to C. Now, of course, they, take the quick C right there and B, but Bulletproof absolutely is backing up Dirty Sailor. Down over here, interesting. They're kind of crisscrossing, and I can't tell if they're starting to move to just be a straight turtle and kind of make a fleet out of themselves while they let the DDs just roam wild. So let's see exactly where Artemis goes and the rest of the fleet goes. So we shall see. This is a very early moment in the game, so let's see exactly. We do have some Area of Denial torps for out of Arsonist right there. We do have what looks to be Venezia just kind of sitting there. Lost Soul, Bulletproof are moving on Dirty Sailor. Dirty Sailor and Sunoco are engaging, while Bulletproof is taking a decent amount of hits from down south from those Yamatos. So let's see if Dirty Sailor is disengaging. Good idea on that call right there. Frozen is taking a decent amount of damage due to just the volume of fire from... Okay, so it looks like, I have this feeling, is they've got a fleet right here and a fleet right here with the DDs running screen, which is an amazing idea, is that you're splitting up the firepower of this right down here. Oh, Artemis... I think Artemis just joined the game. Maybe this had a little bit of delay there, so unfortunately that definitely puts Friendship in a particular situation. Yep, Artemis is moving now. So we do have this team right here. They're focusing their main fire. You got a Stalingrad, which absolutely can do a lot of damage right next to the Yamatos, giving that all-togetherness right there. While the Yamatos are together focusing fire, and you do have the 3 DDs absolutely screening, and you have 2 caps. So of course, they're doing well, but I'm not sure, especially with Arsonist now in holding and taking over B if HQ is going to be able to retake that situation. Raffi, AG, and Monster are all right there, probably focusing their fire while you have Bulletproof pulling away, taking a little bit too much damage. Hold off, Lost Souls right there. Let's see how this goes on this side of everything. We're just waning. I think Artemis is having problems. Unfortunately, that really puts that takes a lot of firepower out. If am I watching that right? Let me just make sure. Is Artemis out? Looks to be having some lag issues. Hopefully they can get back in, because that is a problem right there. Rage, of course, Bulletproof is still running away, trying to be Bulletproof. But right here we got Lost Soul. They've got 2 caps. They're just holding it. They're not able to compete, even with those 3 DDs going against them. They're not able to push on them and hold those caps as well. But right now, Rage, of course, is taking the lead right here. Pretty much a turtle strat, but of course we got 2 Yamatos absolutely pushing in. What happened to Doggo right there? Nice shot, Lost Soul. Nice shot. Or at least I have a feeling that was from Lost Soul. But man, that was a nice hit on them. We definitely have Area of Denial Torps going out from Dirty Sailor on to Frozen, and most likely the battleships themselves. Right here, Artemis is back up and running good. We definitely have that going. So they are holding A, and they are pushing on C. So right here. Okay, so we definitely have a turtle that is now going on Rage's side. While we have, basically, they're trying to split up the firepower once again from Friendship's side. So we will see if this can break that turtle and break that situation. Dirty Sailor is unfortunately taking a good amount of damage. Great focus fire on them. This is exactly what you want to do, is when you have a turtle, focus one ship at a time, and you'll slowly degrade their capability and just push them around while preventing them from actually doing anything. We do have Divisionary Torps. Monster just took a large hit on their side. So of course you're pushing on every single side. You're breaking up their firepower, and we're going to see if that actually pays off for them in the end. Now we do have Monster Man going down right here. Nice work on that. While we definitely have over here a lot of severe damage, though. Friendship has taken a lot, and I'm wondering if that's going to be, unfortunately, their downfall. But let's see if Rage can hold out, because you still have a lot of firepower within that situation, because you're not taking guns out of the situation. You're not winning those fights where, let's see if those torpedoes can hit from that side, while Doggo takes a massive hit going down on that portion, losing a lot of valuable firepower. Raffi quickly dodging some fishies over here, while we do have HQ absolutely pushing on the Yamato on AG. So let's see exactly how it goes with this. Artemis is seemingly in-game or having issues. AG is taking a lot, so let's see if they trade Yamatos, really, with Doggo going down. But of course, with the Venezia and a Z-52 down, they really have to turtle up in order to focus their firepower. But we'll see if Friendship can focus their firepower enough to actually make that worth it. So right here you can see Yamato, Bulletproof, and Lost Souls are making a move. This is AG goes down, but we are seeing where these multiple DDs are starting to pay off, is that now that they've broken a few of the lines, broken a few of the situations, now these DDs are just, well, they can just go out and play. Now, of course, not doing any damage, but they're making them think. They're preventing them from having their guns on target all the time, preventing them from thinking about doing damage all the time. And that's going to really do a lot of damage. This is a great stream of torpedoes right here from the Sunoco, right there on Lost Souls. Almost a full hit of 10 torpedoes. Great work on them, helping out Donitz, who's definitely having a bad day. But let's see exactly how they can pull out. We do have Raffi pushing on B, trying to make sure they hold B, with HQ absolutely sending out torps already on them. Bulletproof is looking to push forward and add in, but they don't fall for that when you're playing this style. You want to do this, but of course right here, because they held caps, because they've got those kills at the right points, even with Donitz going down at the last moment, Friendship, nice job, nice play. Pigbay, what do you got for us?
Friendship was able to kind of like encapsulate the turtle. It was unfortunate, if I could talk, that Artemis had connection issues, but it didn't come back to bite the team So that was quite fortunate to them that Rage didn't capitalize on them being down essentially a ship, a Mothma of all things too.
Yep.
But yeah, they were able to just surround them. The multiple DD strat was able to just start lobbing torps in, and you saw massive hits. One, the Monster Man, I was watching him take a stream of torps where only like one missed, and that was like more than half his health. So it was, I mean, it works, especially when you have the turtle strat. So we'll see what happens in the next one.
Yeah, definitely. That was a very interesting play. Even with one man down, they still did it very well, or woman, whatever. But still, great picks and great jobs on shot calling, probably from Friendship's team, making that loss of one person up. Clearing out the board, getting two people, killed it pretty early, realistically, within these two this match. But yep, let's see. Right now, we're just, of course, waiting for game 3. This is 1-1, so let's see how this goes. And, of course, my brain...
Are they dropping Artemis? Because it looks like he might be restarting or something.
Thought I had to sneeze. So, okay. Yeah, it looks like we are just probably waiting for a restart. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, they are waiting. Keeps crashing. Give us a moment. So we do have a crashing issue, which happens. It does. How many small instances are you permitted? You're only permitted one particular premium of a particular ship. So that's why you don't see dozens of Moskvas or dozens of Stalingrads. So, yep. Hope everyone is having a great night tonight. This has been really fun. The games have been tight. They have not been easy.
Yep, so far. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Got going on in chat.
Yep.
So far, I'm definitely down to be in, to have you in our Summers group.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Now, of course, we've got Friendship versus Rage right now going on round 3. We were waiting for... Looks like we just got them back. Unfortunately, a person was constantly crashing, so... Yep.
Yeah, but it didn't hinder them, so...
No.
That was impressive.
That was. Maybe that says something. But either way, tough game on both sides. That was good. Yep. So let's see. We are just waiting.
Looks like
All right.
up.
Yep. We are almost ready. We're waiting for Bulletproof. Hit that ready button. So let's see how this goes. Hope everyone's enjoying the night. Don't forget, like, follow, subscribe. Don't forget to give Pigbay some love as well for the post-game commentary. Yep. And, of course, all these matches will be clipped up tomorrow morning and put out just like the last night's. Hope y'all enjoying the actual series of Rulers of Wave 9, Tier 10. Absolutely amazing games. And we're going in. Rage versus Friendship, round 3. Let's do this. So, of course, Sea of Fortune, not my favorite map, but let's do this. Has some decisive plays. So, let's do this. Alright.
General quarters.
So, from here, we can see teams haven't really changed up. Once again, going triple DD versus double DD situation. Of course, we got two DDs over by A. They're going to split those up, try to grab the caps each, because that's exactly what you want to do with a triple DD strat, is try to play those caps a lot better than the double DD strat. So over here, we can tell with Rage, though, is that they are going to focus. They're going to let the early cap happen. They're not going to fret over it. They are willing to lose a battle to win a war. So that's exactly what you want to do. So once again, we got Dirty Sailor moving right into A. While we have... It looks like HQ and Frozen are actually going after A. So it looks like B is actually going to be pretty much not really worried about. So let's pop up to the top view. Let's see how this battle goes out. We do have Dirty Sailor and Frozen absolutely engaging each other, with Frozen popping out the first shots. But of course... got Bulletproof right there with a Moskva right behind with really great guns on that. and it looks like Raffi helping in on there. We have a lot of firepower going in on Frozen. While over here, haven't grabbed C, haven't grabbed B. We definitely have the fight over at A right here. Frozen's taking a lot of games, or taking a lot of damage right here. This is where you're seeing where smoke at this level of play is not safe. You will get hit if you don't move around. So let's see if Frozen can get out of here, looking so. But of course, Arson is seeing that they've grabbed C, and they can see both of the DDs over here. Might as well grab B, start getting early cap points with their capabilities of the 2 DD strat. Now, Bulletproof, once again, taking a good bit of damage right there. Frozen Warrior is, unfortunately, taken out at the last moment. Good job, Bulletproof right there. Bulletproof's going to sit back, relax. Unfortunately, take 2 torps. Probably is going to be out of the game for a little bit. Now, over here, we've got Monster with a... we got a Moskva, and we got the Daring over here. Absolutely pushing on that. Raffi taking a large hit. This is the Stalingrad taking a lot of damage, which unfortunately happens with it because it is such a big ship, but it's got its guns, which can do a lot. So right here, you've got, once again, Donitz and Doggo absolutely sitting there together, probably focusing fire together, which is an amazing amount of firepower. Raffi taking just a devastating amount of damage. Let's see if they can take them out. Raffi is on duct tape levels right now, while Bulletproof is also on duct tape level. But Rage does have 2 caps, and they're almost 110 above. So let's see. Oh, Raffi, it goes down to Artemis. Nice shot from Artemis with the Moskva going over there. That's a great shot. But Donitz and Doggo are definitely having a bit of a problem with, of course, they're right there next to each other, so of course one gets hit, the other one gets hit too. At that range, those shells are definitely going to hurt on both sides, but still up by 60. So let's see how it goes. Monster Man takes a large hit from that situation and getting focused down. Let's see if they can hold out. Now, this is exactly where the incapability of the support that the Venezia has, because the Venezia is all about damage, it just can't focus it. And of course, Darian's just sitting there, but it doesn't need to do anything because, of course, it's just getting focused. It's just absolutely getting shot at from multiple angles on that situation. So right here, you can see that Rage, unfortunately, I think is falling apart because of the amount of spread out firepower. They can't focus. They can't do their capabilities with their damage that they brought in, where the 3 DDs are just playing with them in that situation. Even though they lost one, that original one did enough damage that's all that matters. But let's see if they can pull it back from this, because of course you got Bulletproof all the way back here just trying to heal and such. We got Lost Soul still spotted with a Stalingrad, and Donitz is pulling away there, but Lost Soul is still taking a good amount of damage. So let's see if they can definitely kill him before it goes. Let's see if those torpedoes hit too on there. Looks like 2 right there, but let's see right there, Doggo taking that opportunity, clipping out another Yamato. Rage unfortunately is falling to the strat of triple DDs and the spread out of firepower. Instead of focusing on those turtle strats, you're focusing more on putting your volume of fire everywhere and playing the call outs well. So let's see if they can wrap up well here, especially now they've got 2 caps, so now they've got a distinct victory right here. With that, let's see, anything that's going on besides Bulletproof just kind of sitting back here having a nice sail. We got Arsonist, of course, at B, holding B, trying to get close enough to these Yamatos to do enough damage. AG over here really has to take out Donitz. We do have the Daring moving in on the Yamato, taking a lot of damage, and he's going to have shots from both sides. This is a combined effort here. Over here, we've got HQ absolutely contesting A, making sure that Yamato has to be worried about something, while Arsonist looks to be making an assassination run, trying to push them out from Artemis, who of course is firing on them, but okay, using smoke to try to do that initial thing. We got 3 torps on AG from HQ, trying to hold on to A, but of course right here, Artemis and Sunoka are moving in on B. Arsonist going down, but launching torps on Doggo because they were moving back, taking a massive hit from that situation, but still not enough. Right here, we of course got HQ running away. They have swapped once again 2 caps to 1. AG's just, you can't do much with the Yamato. It doesn't have much skill. It doesn't have anyone supporting it to help it out. And of course, right here, you've got 2 Yamatos probably ready just to fire away. And yep, there's the shot. AG going down from Doggo. Nice job on there. Bulletproof is re-engaging Artemis, which is a full health Moskva. But of course, that Moskva is not alone. And that's just a lot of damage over there. Dirty Sailor is being taken down. This Turtle strat was just ripped apart. And of course, Artemis is just taking every advantage, but Donut stealing confirming that kill. Kind of stealing. And of course, Dirty Sailor, just all sides. Great job, Friendship. Pigbay, what are you thinking?
Yeah. So what ended up going down was Monster Man took this fat line of torps, and it was like unexpected. It was beautiful, man. Like it was super close to the island, so like it could have hit the island, but it was perfect. Yep. He ate every single one and got down to a quarter health, and that's when you started commenting on how he took a massive hit. But what ended up happening was all of their cruisers got smashed where they either died or had to back out.
Yep.
And once that happened, they had to back out. These DDs started encircling them like sharks, smelling blood in the water.
Yep.
But very well played.
Oh yeah.
Good job focusing fire when you needed to. It was good.
Oh yeah. Definitely. I definitely have to say that triple DD strat, you have to push your advantages of it. I almost thought early on that they weren't going to push it enough, but they just kept the persistence. They kept that going even when they were 1 DD down. Once again, also showing AU, they were down 1 person almost both of the last games and won 2 straight in a row. So that was definitely a comeback of them realizing, hey, let's get our butt in gear and just go. And that was amazing from that standpoint. So that was perfect. Now, of course, we are watching, let's just make sure, we got 3-2, which of course is L4 GTAM, and I don't think we have the results from Winners Bracket 2-3 yet. So we are still waiting on that. Oh man, I am not breathing enough. I am not tired, I'm just not breathing enough. Oh man. If I have caffeine right now, I'll be up until 2, which might actually still work out because I still need to clip all these videos.
Get some coffee, put a little Bailey's in it, you know?
Ooh, I like it. I like where that was going. But hope everyone is enjoying the tournament right now. We, of course, saw AU absolutely come back from that, or Friendship, I should say. Absolutely do a great job on that. Perfect. So, here's the yep. So it looks to be we are invited by L4 GTAM. Nice. So we are in the right area. Just want to make sure that that is a thing. So make sure.
Oh, I see Kaboom's in here too.
Why is Kaboom in here? Kaboom should be watching 3-1. We're with L4, right? Or are we with Tilt? Shoot, this is Tilt. This is Tilt. This is Tilt. Move back. Back out. Why do all the main clans have to have so many duplicate clans in these games? Or duplicate groups? Come on, people. Make it simple. Torps, and more Torps. Absolutely. Yep, that's one thing to break it up. So we are, of course, we've got El Kaboom also is watching. Make sure to give him some love on Twitch over there. Doing an amazing job over there. So I know Pigbay earlier watched some videos of that. I unfortunately was incapable today, I should say. Hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to capture a few. We are right now, of course, waiting for L4's invite. So let me quickly make sure that we have that information there.
L4 team are we watching?
We were watching the originals, not Tilt. Yep. Not to insult Tilt, okay? Just want to make sure. I'm just going off of L4 GTM. I know them more, okay? Said it. I'm going to get focused and killed for the next year.
Every time.
Yep.
Every time.
Okay, so it should be Syndicate. That's what we were waiting for. So it. Oh wow. Okay, so Syndicate won against the Los Abadales. So that I'm betting was a very interesting game. If we actually are looking at the things, it looks like Syndicate won 2-0 against Drunken Deckhounds, and I'm still waiting for the information on Los Abadales on that. They won 2-0 again, but of course L4 2-0 on each of their matches. So this is 2-0 or 4-0 versus 4-0 tonight. So let's see how this goes. Who decides to win it? Syndicate versus L4 GTAM, waiting on the invite. So yep. So I'm betting they just got out of game. So getting everyone in, re-inviting everyone, and making sure everything's good. So we got some time here. Hopefully everyone's having a great game. Schedule, of course, we are waiting. And anything on Tier Maker while we wait? Anything surprising? No?
No, I mean, it's been pretty standard, man.
Yeah.
We see the same ones.
Yep.
We did good.
It is very interesting to see the 3DD versus the 2DD strat on that. So we shall see. Hope everyone's enjoying their time. Just waiting. So there's a few Ask the Mod situations going on right now. So I don't know what's going on. But, of course, like, follow, subscribe on any platform you want. Of course, I stream to every single platform. And also, jump over to YouTube. Give Pigbay some love over there. Awesome creator on there, especially Division Battle King over there, pretty much. So, definitely...
No. I'm okay at Division Battles.
Just okay. Yeah, sure. 160 wins to 13 losses. Just shut up. You're humble. So, but all right, let's see. Got both streams up and running. Soulfire, thank you.
Let's see, where is...
All helps the almighty algorithm, because we are all at the beckest and wills.
The mercy.
Let me see if this helps. Sometimes if I just post up on World Chat, it sometimes works. So.
I'm curious to see what people are going to reply to you, though.
Oh, God.
Oh, Veil4 says he's ready. Is that the L4 that we're watching? Veil4?
L4 GTAM versus Syndicate.
No, I meant like the player. Veil4?
Syndicate is the home team, so they're waiting for the team. So we're just waiting for Syndicate's message and invite. So, which I just got. Let me invite you quickly. Invite out. Move to there. Perfect. So of course we got Syndicate in Team A. Let's quickly go over so we can break this down. Going at that L4. lag tam here. Okay, that triple GGG, maybe not the best way to say that, but at the same time, awesome, great to see you on here. All right, let's get into this now. Of course, we got Syndicate versus L4 with Team B over here. Let's see how this goes. I'm not seeing. We do have a Shukashima.
Yeah, Shiki.
Yep. Yeah, we got a Minnow. L4 GTM wasn't because they have Navy. That powerful player, but let's see if they bring them. So let's see how this goes. Syndicate has been doing very well, but L4 has been doing very well as well. So let's see how this goes.
Looks like they're running
Ooh, that's a lot of firepower to take out
A
DDs.
lot of torps. Yep, a lot of firepower, a lot of torps throwing gaps.
Oh yeah.
Phosphor, Venezia.
Okay, so we did have a switch out with Venezia from the Minnow. So they're going to play the Smolensk. So yesterday we actually saw in domination, we actually saw Smolensk end up winning the game. So let's see how this goes.
Yeah. He was able to just focus fire onto cleaned up C, focus fire to anything that was thinking about heading into B. Yep. And then they ended up getting B.
Yep. So let's see how this goes. Hope everyone's enjoying the stream and the day 2 coverage. Looking forward to day 3, but also we've got a few more games left. So let's see how this goes. We've got Syndicate out of AU and L4 GTAM readied up. So let's see how this goes. So let's see. Blitz community is blessed to have you. Thank you. You're so sweet. Blessed to have you here watching tonight. It's awesome to see so many people online. Let's have a great game here. Let's go in here. First off, let me actually go to Freeview. So right here, off the bat, we've got 2 DDs up north with the 3 DD strat down here. As we're watching and going down here, we have the Amados kind of down south, but the entire team is just kind of moving in unison besides RC, who might be going as the roamer situation of the triple DD strat. Now over here, we definitely have a little bit of crisscross with the Smolensk going south, but of course we got the Yamato Z52 going straight to B. We definitely have the first engagement going off at A over here. So let's kind of go up here. Let's see the entire team over here. Let's give Felipe a little beauty shot right there. He'll enjoy that. With the Stalingrad absolutely going out here, but Lit, Saludo, and Schurler are making their beginning attempts at attacks right here. We do have some area denial torps already sent out, which is a great idea. Just kind of throw people off, just catch them off guard really early on. A lot of these torpedoes are going to miss, but, if you catch 1 or 2, a little extra damage. But Schurler, of course, is taking a massive hit right there. Perfect hits from Demonte right there. Right, that shows the power of the Venezia on top of, I think the Stalingrad also hit a little bit as well, so great to, but Lit Saludo takes another hit from Endogenic down south and their Venezia. Of course, trading fire Lit's, ooh, man, absolutely needs to get out of there. Down over here, we definitely have RC and Death pushing on Chevo, so we'll see how this goes. While we have a Smolensk kind of just roaming, which... interesting pick, but at the same time, not a bad idea either. So let's see how this goes. Demente needs to move back immediately to do that, but of course, we got a Stalingrad and a Venezia focusing on Endogenics Venezia, so that's a lot of firepower here. Felipe is definitely holding out right up here, focusing on that. Val4 is opening fire and beginning the assault on what looks to be is a big he right there. Definitely a decent hit, right? Really in this map, though, what we're seeing is okay, there we go. Smolensk is now engaging the DDs down south, which Smolensk can absolutely delete DDs, though I would say Colbert might be a tad bit more consistent, but a Smolensk at least can smoke up and cause those fires a lot better. So we'll see how this goes. We definitely have 2 lines being drawn right here. We've got a turtle right here from AU's side on this with Syndicate, but L4 absolutely holding the line up here using the islands. That's especially, cut off the amount of firepower you're getting hit by using those islands to your advantage. Now over here, we're seeing a lot of torpedoes just spread out everywhere, trying to just catch a few people off guard. But we do have the Smolensk moving in on the Z52, which is no joke against the Smolensk, though. You can citadel the little crap out of Smolensk and Z52s with the right commander, but the amount of firepower that those guns give, you're actually seeing right here that realistically RC needs to head down south and help out as much as possible on that Smolensk right there. But Schiller's definitely taking a hit up at A, trying to keep those caps, because of course L4 has the cap lead as of right now at least. So RC going down from the Venezia, nice job, but I'm not sure he's going to be able to dodge those torpedoes. So great dying launch on that on Demente, but unfortunately the island takes a few, and Demente moves right at the right time on there. Of course, Smolensk is hunting down a Z-52. That's never a good day. Syndicate is definitely bunched up a lot. But with this spread of damage, this positioning, this map positioning is absolutely fantastic on this side. Death goes down via the Smolensk, taking a lot of damage, though, in the process, basically removing them from game. But, of course, let's see if a long-range shot taking out the Smolensk. Nice job, Edvin. It's always nice to see a Smolensk die. Sorry, I just have to applaud that moment on that situation. That was great shots from Edvin. But up here, of course, triple caps going on right here with L4 controlling all of them. A turtle strat that's spread out a good amount. But let's see if Syndicate can absolutely take this advantage of what that allows. But I'm not sure with that many torpedoes coming in. This is a lot of damage. That's some nice. Once again, with daring it is daring torpedoes. You want to spread them out a little bit, but that was Fukushima showing full broadside, and they're taking advantage of that. Just Felipe. This is unfortunately, I believe we are in cleanup mode right now. I'm not there. Like, all of the ships are at pretty high health. Oh man, this is not going well for Syndicate on the first game. I want to say that L4 definitely played the map better, but actually I think it's best to bring in the amazing Pigbay here early on, because I don't think this is gonna change the course of the game unless something crazy happens.
Caught me off guard. I was like, I'm not ready to come in. But, yeah. So that Smolensk had a little cheeky play. He hung back, and then once the DDs vacated C-cap, he went in and swiped it and started engaging them from behind. He ended up, I believe he took down one of them and then got the other one really low, or took down both of them.
He took down one.
But took down one?
Yeah.
Right. And then he definitely worked the other one really hard. Yeah, that's already 2 of their 3 that they brought. That put them down in firepower. Yeah, they just played the map way better. Like, look at them. They're still.
They're moving as a line. That's the crazier thing. That's what I want everyone to kind of realize, is they are moving as a line, and they are letting their DDs just do what they do. So that was God, that was systematic.
Yeah,
and that
like what, 3 minutes, and they haven't had a cap.
Yep, and of course Z-Toy just come on, what this. Yep. But still, Z-Toy got taken out. Yeah, it's like daring, or the Z-52 Torps are still dangerous, but it definitely was. Man, that was the moment it was just better played in terms of map play. That's all I can say.
866 to like 250.
Yeah.
The points there at the end.
Yeah, Soulfire play that you can't stop in your smoke with these players. You cannot. This is not a tier level that smoke matters as much as why you don't see the minnow as much. You don't see those ships that are reliant on staying alive. So
you use it in a DD. You would at this level of play, you would use it as a disengage tool. All right, don't stay still in that smoke.
Yep. Killing a Smolensk is God's work. Yes, it is. As much Edvin, I am still giving you. Yep, that was good. It's good. Especially the Fukushima. You just gotta sit at the little crap out of those little suckers. So the Smolensk definitely played a role, and it just screwed up their DD play.
Yeah, he didn't come out doing the massive damage, but there was key things that he did: sneaking into C, taking C, then catching the 2 DDs unaware. I mean, the AP DPM on DDs is no joke. Oh
yeah, no, it is not. Which actually, in my opinion, in that strat, I almost would argue that the Colbert would actually have a position there. It would position itself better. It can boost itself around the map. Its guns do the same thing. I'd argue that.
what about the stealth of the Colbert compared to the Smolensk? Smolensk is a very, very stealthy cruiser.
It is. I will give you that. Yep.
So I don't know what the detection range on the Colbert is, but I know that thing is huge.
It is definitely very easy to hit. It would have died no matter what with the Fukushima touching it in its general distance. Like the Fukushima could miss, and the Colbert would still go. It would still blow up.
Wow.
But no, that was definitely a great job on that. Oh, we actually have triple GGG in here as well. Let's see how this goes. We do have Haunted Seas, if I'm remembering right. Yep. Yeah, Haunted Seas, Blue Front. Yep. And Neighbors, which of course is that current situation. Let's see. Let me actually, for some odd reason, the game, or this thing was blown up for some odd reason.
Any changes? Schiller hasn't locked in yet, so.
Yeah, I'm waiting for lock-in before they do that. So, from what we can tell, we can actually look at a little bit while we wait for this, because of course we got L4 with 1 win versus Syndicate, so let's see if Syndicate can pull it back from that situation. Right here, losers bracket, we actually have Buccaneers Battalion beating Shipfaced, and of course, right now, losers bracket round 2 is happening. As of right now, we are watching winners bracket round 3-2. If you actually are on the Rulers Wave Discord, you actually can get that link. So right now, we are on Syndicate versus L4 GTAM, while Tilt and Friendship is definitely holding out on winners bracket 3-1. So we'll have to see exactly how that game goes. But of course, this definitely, this was, the last game was about conviction, I almost want to say. It was just staying in that thing, and L4 just, they have that way of just, okay, we've got a line, no one's crossing that, even our own team, and such, and what you have to do is you have to disrupt that line, and unfortunately, Syndicate just couldn't disrupt it as well as it could, because of course, once again, as you said, that Smolensk came out of the south, which I thought was kind of weird, but ended up kind of being crushing to it, where, hey, guess what? Hey, DDs, now you don't have impunity down there. You now have something that's going to hunt you down.
It is not safe in these waters.
Yep. Nope. So we are just waning right now. So on the next game.
Any changes?
I'm refreshing the tournament page right now.
Yeah,
so, Pegleg Pirates versus SEAL Team 6. Pegleg wins. Nice job on that. 2-0.
Which one are we going to be looking at?
So eventually we will be moving to losers bracket round 1 if we have time.
Okay, 3.1. Gotcha.
Yeah, we might watch 3.1. Or actually, no, 3.2 actually, I think it is. If we can sneak in there, but I have a feeling that right now we're running into the same time. So, of course, we're watching that situation first, of course. So, we got, of course, 3-2, and then we got winners bracket final, and then, of course, tomorrow it's going to be the losers bracket catching up, and then the grand finale right there. So,
sweet.
Yep, we still have almost an hour and a half on this streaming, so let's see how this goes. We are, unfortunately, seeming to have technical difficulties on this team, so. Xavier, absolutely true. The level of quality of players that you're talking right now is these players have thousands, if not tens of thousands of games on them. They are communicating at record pace. They're also keeping comms clean. They're only alerting the commanders whenever they need to, and absolutely keeping the entire force in line, trying to keep that the communication straight and narrow on this stuff. So it is definitely a very high quality of player that you're watching right now, and you're seeing a lot of gameplay that actually really wouldn't work in randoms, just because of how sometimes stupid people can be. And that stupidity adds too many variables. So it's actually something that actually, from what I've heard, the U.S. military uses, is that if you add enough confusion to the enemy actually can't actually do anything against you. And that kind of works, actually. So we're actually going in the game. So Yeah, we'll actually have to hit that comment from Soulfire after this, but we're going into game. Once again, L4 is up one game with Syndicate needing to come back. Let's see, once again, bringing the triple setup here. So with triple Z52s, so let's see how this goes.
General quarters.
Alright, over here we definitely have Death, Shriller, and Endogenic up nearby C, but let's see exactly how these teams go, because of course they're going to be playing this map, and this map you definitely want to spread out your forces. You don't want to put them all in one, but you can if you do it right, and it can win, but it's just the map is too big to, I think, really make that valid, in my opinion. So of course we've got multiple DDs going for A and B, and of course a contestant up there, but as we just look at the team's setup right here, we have the Yamatos kind of going mid, which is exactly what you kind of want to put with this. But up here we got a Daring, a Stalingrad, and unfortunately it's a Venezia right here with Lit engaging Saludo and Death right over here with Endogenic right behind. So let's pop it up to the main area right here. We have some Area of Denial Torps down here. We have RC and Chevo absolutely holding B, but they do have, because of that DD, the triple DD, we are seeing that they are able to hold two caps early on, which can be very, very nice. Daring sending off single launch torpedoes. Seemingly, Endo is holding themselves back, waiting for the get spotted, but right there we got the first shots on Lit, taking a decent amount of damage, kind of showing the shotgun, unfortunately, that the Venezia is right over here, but Lit's definitely running away, does not want to deal with the Venezia's firepower, especially with Sap, but Z-Toy is coming in there to help out, see if they can upset the cap in any way possible, but they need to get the Stalingrad in there as well. Down here, let's see, where are we looking at right here? I just saw the Smolensk down here is taking a good bit of fire. You are going to want to focus the Smolensk in this level of play, just because when you are dealing with that player level, once again, the skill gap or the skill curve of the Smolensk is incredibly high, and taking it out takes out a key part of an enemy's strategy and its capability. Up over here, we definitely have Z-Toy pushing out the Z-52s, taking back C over here with Lit, pushing on them. We do have Edvin kind of sitting out here trying to help out, probably just slugging it out with triple GGG, while we also have the Stalingrad moving in to help out with Endogenic, which is a very devastating force against the Venezia. If we go back down, pretty much it seems just like a slugfest down here, kind of holding out. We'll exactly see who wins that in terms of skill. Valfor is moving into middle, which is a very interesting pick, but at the same time, where you have this, you've got two DDs really close to each other. They really should be spread out, spreading out their torpedoes, giving more air of denial, making these enemies think more. But this Yamato pretty much will be by itself and will be able to do a crossfire once it gets across, or cause crossfire up to the north. So this is a flex Yamato right here, which is not typically always what you can say. Right here, as we can tell, RC is taking a good amount of damage from Chevo and from I want to say Themisto, but the Smolensk. RC, unfortunately, might have smoked up a little bit too late. Let's see if they can get a closing shot. It's looking like RC might be able to get away with that. Now, up here, we definitely have Syndicate letting them take C with those cruisers, showing the firepower. They do have Lit up there. Endogenic taking a large hit, unfortunately, right from there. And this is where Valfor absolutely just flexing in the middle. He's got no one contesting him. He literally can just focus fire. Doesn't matter. He's just doing his job as a Yamato, where you got Chevo pushing on the Moskva and Odin over here with the Smolensk absolutely helping out. But, of course, not going to be able to last for too long, but I have a feeling Chevo is moving over there to smoke him up, to give him an additional smoke. They are just not actually caring about Valfor, and Valfor can do whatever they want, and that's going to be a little bit of a scary permanent problem right there. Demonte is moving in, taking a few torps, taking a few hits, but smoking up, probably trying to get to that island right there to kind of push up in order to give C basically to them for the rest of the game. Valfor, once again, just kind of sitting there enjoying himself probably. Looks like the Smolensk, geez, they are just keeping them busy, and they are whittling them down. You know, Syndicate is doing a great job on staying alive and keeping their guns in play, but they are taking heavy damage on basically everything. You can see the focus fire right there, right on Edvin, that is absolutely doing it while you have RC pushing up. But if he gets spotted by these two, that is a very dangerous situation. But Schiller going down up north. Man, Syndicate is unfortunately getting ripped apart. Big Hee going down south because, once again, you've got... Oh, okay, that Smolensk just went down. Nice shots from that situation right there. And, of course, they're retaking A, but RC doesn't have as much health to take on Chevo. I don't know. Chevo, nice job on RC taking that down. You're seeing the firepower of the triple cruiser division that you miss out on when you have triple DDs, and you have to keep the DDs going. But unfortunately, they weren't spreading them out enough. They weren't, basically, in my opinion, screwing with the enemy team. Oh, man. This is... Yamato's going down. Man, we've got Edvin in full retreat. Death in full retreat. Chevo absolutely just firing out on Endogenic, hitting him as much as possible. Valfor, I want to say he was about at full health just literally a minute ago. So... Oh, man, this was systematic, unfortunately. Syndicate did put up they did show their capability of keeping their guns alive, but unfortunately, just were better played. Pigbay, what are you thinking? Because I think this is kind of it.
Yeah, this is definitely it. So, one of the things with this map is that C is so far away, so it can be very secluded from the other half of the map, right? So like the team over there is going to take some time to get over there and try to engage some of the enemies at C. Now the thing with the double or the triple DD is you got 2 DDs going into C, whereas L4 had a Venezia and a Stalingrad and a destroyer. Stalingrad was able to back up the Venezia so that AU's Venezia couldn't get in there and take them on.
Nope.
Because he does not want to get shot with Stalingrad guns.
No.
So that caused the L4's Venezia to be able to push in and push out those 2 DDs, and they held that cap. Once they took that cap, they didn't give it up, and that's what it came down to.
Yep. No, I couldn't agree more. That was definitely 2 quick games. That was very 2 quick games.
That's it, right?
Yep, that's 2 of 3. Best of 3. So L4 cleaned out Syndicate.
Is anyone going to take them down? Are they going to win this thing again?
I don't know. We'll find out. We will definitely find out. But of course, we are waiting on the next game, which of course, if I'm noting right, this is going to be a little while. I think now that I think about it, because winners bracket is at 2015, which actually, oh shit, did we miss that? No, they'd be waiting. So winners bracket final, we are waiting on that. Let's quickly go over to the lovely scoreboard tournament. Let's see if they've updated it.
It's lost and peg legs for losers bracket.
Yep. But we should be watching the WB final, shouldn't we? The winners bracket final. Which I think we're waiting for Tilt and Friendship to finish up, because we just saw L4 mop the floor with Syndicate. Syndicate did fight. They did do a great job, but unfortunately they were taken down. Yeah. Okay, so Soulfire was actually mentioning this, is that the Z52's detection range might be the biggest issue with it. As a DD main, what are your opinions on those thoughts?
I mean, yeah, it can be. I mean, one of my favorite choices we haven't seen it yet, so
yeah.
It can definitely be a problem getting outspotted, and then you have all these other cruisers out there because everybody's running Venezia. You got a Venezia that could just half health you right off the bat, and then in 14 seconds kill you outright. So
oh yeah,
it could be. I mean, But what we're saying is, I mean, I've seen a lot of people just smoke up and stick right there, and that's something you can't do. You gotta smoke up. At this level of play, you gotta smoke up, turn around. All right, if you're outnumbered, you gotta turn around and run
Yep.
and fight another day.
Oh yeah. Actually, unfortunately, I'm gonna ask you. Can you quickly go ahead and through the rulers? I'll just message someone in there because I'm just like, why is there a bunch of people in the Ask the Admin situation? I'm like,
it's better if you do it. I'll just leave it there. They're like, who the hell are you? I'm like, oh, Pigbay, PB.
I'm just worried. I'm just like, why is there so many people there? Yeah, everything will probably be fine. But of course, Army Vet, how's it going? I'm glad everyone's been enjoying this and having so much fun. We are, of course, waiting right now for the next round, which, of course, we'll be watching the winners bracket finale tonight, with the grand finale, of course, being tomorrow, along with some loser bracket fun going on there. And after that, don't forget to stick around because we are going to be potentially watching loser bracket 4.1 and 5.1 if we have time and if we can fit it in there. So, of course, stick around for a lot of fun here. But we do have winners bracket finale tonight actually, it should have actually already happened if I'm translating right. But we'll find out. Okay, so winners bracket. Okay, so actually Tilt and Friendship are on their third game. So, and then the winner will be in the winners bracket finale. So we are just waiting for everything. Just quickly making sure. So we, of course, got a little bit of time. So hopefully everything's going well here. Hopefully everyone also is having a great time tonight. Don't forget, like, subscribe, follow on any platform you want. Shout out to Pigbay right over there. Awesome streamer, YouTuber and streamer, if I can talk today, and such. Great person in Division Battles if you ever want any opinions on that. I'm betting he can give out some awesome tips. But, of course, we're just waiting right now. It's going to be about a 5-minute delay. So, let's see, man. Chat's just...
night?
Huh? How's mine?
How's your night?
Going pretty good.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I can clearly tell I need to drink more water. But yeah, going good. But actually, if there is some time here, Pigbay, I'll let you man the stream. I'm quickly pop over to the bathroom, make sure everything is, kind of make sure I'm ready for 5 games of the winners bracket. I believe it's best of 5. So yeah, it is 5 games. So this one's 5 games. So
all right, go for it.
Yep.
All right, stream. It's just me and you now.
Don't let him do anything stupid, chat.
So for increasing win rate, the best thing I can tell you guys is find people that you trust, really. So I got a set of like maybe 5 people that I play normally with, and just playing with those people regularly, you gotta figure out what kind of everybody's doing. I can play with my squad mates, and I know what they're gonna do without even talking. Like I don't even need voice, but voice does help. So use voice chat when you can. My win rate went from about a 59% solo to about 70. I'm sitting at 70 right now when I play with my squad mates. So definitely squad it up. Use voice chat. That's my recommendations. And if anyone has any questions, let me know. I'll try to answer to the best of my abilities.
Okay, I'm back. Let's actually bring the webcam back
all right,
up.
cut the mic. Cut the mic.
What?
Chat.
Oh, funny. Great. I get to see what's been going on. Everyone's chatting about win rate. Let's see. What's the best combo of ships so far? Actually, so we were actually pretty close on our tier maker. I'm looking at the tier maker right now. Pigbay, because we got a little bit of time. Daring, Moskva, Stalingrad, Venezia, Yamato, and Z52 seems to be the winning combo. Yeah. You might like none of the seconds really have been really showing up as much as we thought they were.
Yeah.
So we have seen a Des Moines come out and be clutch. Alistair, shout out to you.
Hell yeah.
But
that was awesome Des Moines play.
Oh yeah, but realistically, the first night we actually saw the Grosser Kerfers come out and nowhere to be seen the second night. So definitely, that's kind of I don't know. It really hasn't really changed, and I have a feeling the next, especially the winners bracket finale, I have a feeling it's probably going to be pretty cookie cutter. So
definitely tomorrow before our next tournament, I'll see what Kaboom ran into when he was streaming those, and see what popped out. Anything interesting of note, I'll mention it.
Oh yeah, definitely. So we are definitely seeing small instances though.
No, I will definitely promote the Sly Pan. I want
to see that. Hey.
I was asked. Someone asked me to chat. I gotta read it. Chat asked me to read it. I will. So everyone, subscribe to Sly. Get him to 500 so we can see him play the Sly Pan.
What did I choose? Like, why did I do this pandemic hobby and now it's turned into this painful of having to play carriers in a game? Oh god, you guys are killing me here. I think we also to kind of change the subject so that we don't doesn't do it. Sup Bulletproof, sup Xavier, or actually sorry, you've been on here all the time. I'm sorry, I'm just going through chat. Sometimes I can't remember everyone. Yeah. I don't know. I'm waiting. Especially with how the Russian server went. I was expecting Hollands occasionally. I was expecting Hindenburg's. Totally wrong on that. Decent amount of Puerto Ricos.
Yeah. Okay, I'll give you that. We'd have seen.
Should probably move that up. I should probably put that at least in the situational. Yeah, I think that's basically situational at this point. So.
Yeah, definitely what Soulfire is saying. All right, find yourself a group that you enjoy playing with, and just play with them, and your win rate's gonna go up.
Oh yeah.
Because it's hard to carry 6 people, but when you have 2 other people that you trust, then it gets a lot easier.
Oh yeah.
Then there's only 4 of the dudes that you gotta carry.
Come on, how many games have I probably put up of us carrying the entire team, Pigbay, especially with you and Senior? It's just all of a sudden it's just like 100, 90, 92, like just kind of like a random spread between 90 and 100, and then everyone else on the enemy team or on our team just like less than 40. Just like. And
honestly, that's why I enjoy division battles, because I feel like that is the most accurate representation of what my win rate should be with my squad. You know what I mean? Because it's literally just us, and that if we lose, it's on us. If we win, it's again on us. So.
Oh yeah.
Favorite game mode by far, except when it's tier 5. But.
Oh yeah, definitely. All right, cool. We've got it. Oh, damn it! That's a random battle.
What's a random battle?
I thought I got an invite, and it wasn't for the division battle. Yeah. You see anyone use Ohio? Actually, no, and I have a feeling it's just because it's rare. It's just a rare ship to see. And it's not as tanky as Yamato, in my opinion.
I like the Ohio. It's good. It's a good ship.
But would you say that it's more tanky than the Yamato?
I mean, for fire and floods. Well, fires.
Yeah.
Fires.
Yeah.
It has that resistance. And then they did that change a couple patches ago where the resistance now, I think, reduces the amount of damage you take from them, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep. Yep. So he will get 500 subs in 2 days. Red Gaming. I'm not looking forward to Wednesday then.
Sly pan.
No. Oh. Ohio is Garbo. I wouldn't say it's garbage. It's just I actually have a first game in it. I played a few games in the last stream, and it's okay. I wouldn't say it's anything where it's like Fukushima or Yamato, but it can still do it. Like it still has its place.
So here's the thing. For some reason, I like the American battleships a lot better than Japanese battleships at tier 10. I suck with Yamato, but I'm pretty damn good with Montana and Ohio. I don't know. It's might be the shell flight. I just like floatier shells apparently. I don't know.
You're talking to someone who literally I love I tell everyone Worcester is the best tier 10 cruiser, just in terms of capabilities, skills, everything like that in a normal game, but I hate it. Oh my god, I hate that flight time. That shell arc. Oh.
Yeah, Splo, I can definitely agree. Puerto Rico is garbage compared to Stalin and Moskva. I would definitely prefer either one of those over Puerto Rico.
Yeah. The thing is that I actually was talking with Rage last night as I was actually trying to figure out who Rage Quit versus Infinite Rage was. That was a fun time. But of course, basically ran into this position. I was just like, some people were like, hey, you're completely wrong with the Puerto Rico. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I'd like to look at stats and probably argue that, no, I'm not completely wrong. But the Puerto Rico definitely needs some love, and it could be at the same level.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I thought they did buff it kind of secretly, though, with the dispersion. Because people were reporting that Alaska and Puerto Rico, right when Puerto Rico came out, that Alaska started getting better accuracy.
I can still confirm you that Alaska still sucks. It still sucks. Trust me, I heard that rumor and I was like, oh, please be good. Please be good. Played like 4 or 5 games and I'm like, I wish I could sell this thing so much.
Yep. I don't know, man. Like, I love Kronstadt. I think it's the best tier 9 battle cruiser.
Oh, yeah.
But I have so much fun in Siegfried. Like, just when you get in those situations when you can brawl it out, it's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Just these brawling battleships or battle cruisers, I don't know. Just having guns blazing all around me is awesome.
Oh, I love that.
That's why I picked up the new one, the Warhammer one. The Warhammer Tirpitz, man. I've been enjoying my time in that one.
Yep. If I hadn't had used all of my money for like the next 3 months on this game on nothing but legendary commanders and camos and legendary commanders.
Yeah, well, I stopped going for commanders and the camos because the percentages are just too bad, and
yeah,
I'm not about to do that.
Yeah, I know that feeling. Yep. So let's see. Bulletproof saying Stalin is worthy in all formats. It is because and that's the reason why we put it even up in first pick, because it just has so much firepower to it, so much accurate firepower too, which adds in a whole nother layer to it. Where when you look at Smolensk, like I even say that it should be near first pick because it's firepower, but it just doesn't have the armor that the Stalingrad actually kind of does. It can kind of take some hits, but also was it 315s? Yeah. Perfect. We are in. Let's go. We've got the winners bracket finale here. Let's go. We, of course, let's quickly look at this. We have L4 GTAM versus Tilt 4M. So this is not going to confuse me at all. Let's quickly go into the game. So let's make sure we've got this right. So, Tilt versus L4. Let's go with this. If I'm remembering right, Val4 is the one on L4. I'm going to use Val4 as my anchor here. Oh, man. Yep. Let's do this. So, of course, right here, we've got on the southern flank, because we've got this particular map. This is going to be a very interesting map in order to see exactly how people play this on this side. But of course, we've got Tilt down here, all the way down here. We do have a Des Moines, which is kind of an interesting pick, but we do have them all moving in this southern style, going towards that AB flank. Over here, we of course got L4, we got Z-Toy, we got Lit, we've got Chevo, and we got Felipe all moving down towards there, but we do have Chevo moving towards B, hoping to kind of push on that. Right now, we got an early cap lead from L4. We do have a Northern Fleet. Both teams are splitting up, and especially with how many people probably share clans, I would not be surprised if they're just considering this a little fun little clan skirmish match here. So let's see how this goes. We do have 2 caps on L4's side, so let's see exactly how Tilt comes after this in this situation. So as we are seeing some torps go on there, but we are seeing a lot of focus fire on Navy right here. So let's see exactly how they go on this. On the Southern Fleet, we do have a Moskva Gypsy absolutely looking to be running as a roamer, I want to say. Roamer Moskva. See how that works on their side. But we do have the Smolensk. Let's see, man. This is definitely a slug match. I have a feeling this will be slow. But let's see if anything exactly happens. I'm sorry if this is not exactly exhilarating, commentary. But let's see exactly. This is all up to skill. This is all up to skill and a little bit of RNG. Right there, Smolensk taking a lot of hits right there. Of course, the DD's putting pressure on them, but Parzival absolutely laying in some solid hits on there. Gypsy sliding some rounds, almost just unfortunately missed on that point. But let's see if Gypsy can absolutely take on that Smolensk, because that would be a lot of firepower down in that situation. We got Valfor taking a massive hit, but let's see if that Moskva push actually makes sense in this situation, because once again, a Smolensk, Yamato, and a Z52, it's a lot of focus fire. That's a lot of focus fire. Of course, we've got 2-2 caps. Nothing really quite doing this. We got Lit absolutely sending off torpedoes on Ratones and El Peco, whatever, on L on there on that side. So we will figure out how that works out. The Des Moines absolutely using the islands exactly how the Des Moines would and should work. Is it stays near islands. It uses that cover to focus its fire on that situation. Of course, Chevo is just holding C, but we've got the 3 DDs versus 2. So I'm not really seeing them being able to be utilized much, but Gypsy has taken a lot of damage up here, showing that Valfor and the Smolensk and Navy and the Z52 absolutely pushing on the Moskva. I'm not quite sure Gypsy's going to be able to hold on here, but Parzival is coming in trying to save as much and try to put as much firepower on him instead. But at this level of play, I don't know. Down over here, we do have Ed Cole probably taking a few torps here from a variety of daring torpedoes, just kind of pushing on him. It's exactly how daring should be pushing, but of course, looks like B's getting tested, so we are going to actually have a cap flip here, so we aren't going to have equal cap sides on that situation. The Smolensk did go down, which was kind of unsurprising. It just doesn't have the same power that you will want within these games, where Gypsy's just staying back, we got Valfor absolutely taking on some damage here, pulling away with Parzival absolutely wrecking face here, where Navy, I'm wondering where Navy exactly is doing, but right here we got, actually, now that I'm thinking about this, let's actually kind of look at this. We actually have these 3 right here absolutely pushing these 2 out of the game, pushing and preventing, while you have a 2 fight down here, where the second fight is absolutely getting drawn out and drawn in the lines right here. Ed Cole needs to stay alive with that Des Moines to keep that firepower capability and keep that daring kind of shut down from the Yamato and the Stalingrad, because that daring will just have too much fun with these two ships right here. Now over here we got Makio and Shevo absolutely dueling it out in the Z-52, so we will exactly see who can land their shots better. And I have just Shevo's, and both of them got equal health, but unfortunately torpedoes are going to hit Mako and take them down. Nice job, Shevo. Hopefully Shevo can dodge those torpedoes that were the last dying grace from Makiai. Over here we've got basically Yamato and Velfor. Ed Cole and the Des Moines goes down, so that means that daring down below is actually in. Basically they've got full rain down there. Up here we've got Tilt making the move right here. You've got enough damage out of the Z-52. They're using the AP on the particular areas of the Yamato, but Gypsy staying alive and keeping those guns active, which is great for Tilt right here. So as we were looking right here, L4 is down one ship. So let's see exactly how they make this up, and they are down nearly 150 points, so this will be quite an interesting comeback if they can do it, but they are also all in one area, so that they're keeping their firepower, and Rat is definitely backing up. El Paco is definitely taking a lot of hits here, and Felipe's at a pretty high health, and Shevo, of course, is adding in that little putt-putt HE that the Z-52 basically has, because, of course, not the best HE, but Z-Toy can... The final shots out miss on Z-Toy right there, but even more shots. Let's see, a little bit better aimed, a little bit better angled. That Yamato goes down because of course you're seeing them. They're all staying together. They lost their northern fleet, but their southern fleet is winning the match. But unfortunately, they just weren't able to hold caps long enough. Pigbay, what are you thinking?
Sorry, Mike.
That's right.
So I think the southern group for, I believe it was Tilt, because Tilt won the match, right? Cause,
yeah.
They're both L4.
Right. L4 is winning.
L4 won. So the group on the south were able to hold them off long enough for a couple things to happen. The group on the right, far right, able to knock out those enemy ships on the north, but what really sealed the deal was taking that third cap. Yep. And they held on to it for a good amount of time. I mean, granted, he did go down. Maki tried to thread a needle on some torps.
Yep.
Didn't work out like he wanted it to. But he grabbed that cap, and that was key.
Oh, yeah. No, I think Parsval also showing the strength of him as a player, absolutely coming up and keeping Gypsy alive, and also bringing the Yamato's firepower up to that lane, and then also that Z-52 up in the north, not pushing Parsval back into position where he couldn't fire and couldn't bring that firepower, losing that Smolensk, really lost the northern side. But, of course, in that southern flank, they held out long enough. That's sometimes all you have to do. It's in a battle of attrition, and keeping those caps, keeping that pushing on that level, it really was a great play from both of these teams. But Tilt won, so.
Yeah. And you can tell these teams probably have fought each other many, many times.
Oh, yeah. Definitely some very good games here. Sees Nuts comment on that. Xavier, these battles also shops how cap control is. Yep. Sometimes it's not about winning the cap first, it's about taking the cap back later. Yeah. So it's all about playing that. Smolensk ain't that good. It is incredibly powerful. It just needs to be in the right position, which I think in random battles you can definitely push on it. All right, we're going back in. Let's go. Once again, Tilt versus L4 Tam. Let's go. So, round 2, fight. Hopefully that doesn't somehow get a copyright strike. So, let's get into this. So, of course, we've got blue team is Tilt, red team is L4. So, to kind of help straighten things out for everyone. So, of course, we've got Smolensk along with... Oh, right there. That's a Moskva. But right here, we are still looking at, actually right now, here's a 2-2-3 versus a 2-2-3. They have dropped their additional DD. All right, so this is the exact same, but this is Epicenter, so things are going to play it a little differently. Now, in this previously, a lot of people like to turtle up north, and down here they kind of do a kind of a split turtle, but it's close enough to kind of still constitute a turtle. So we do have Valfor switched out from the Yamato for the Moskva, so we do have a few changes out here from L4's team, so we'll exactly see. Now, we are seeing L4 take a good bit, but not taking the caps completely. Let's go into top view right here. Let's watch. Okay, so right now we basically have very much a two-pronged approach on the DDs, but it looks like Tilt is going to give L4 the middle cap. So that's kind of one of those things. I feel like that's always been a situation where one of the teams is kind of just like, okay, we're just not going to worry about middle cap. We're going to worry about the other ones. So we're going to spread our firepower out there. We got Gypsy in the Smolensk, kind of looking to go over here. We got Ztoy absolutely kind of being a roamer on this situation, but we also have the Smolensk roaming over here. So I have a feeling what's happening right now is L4 is going to slow turtle it, let their Yamatos, their Moskvas just slug it out while they let their DDs push, and we let the random cruisers on each side, which I really wouldn't choose either of these cruisers to be roamers, but they can kind of do it to kind of push these teams and prevent and allow their main damage dealers to focus down their team. So this is a great decision to make divisionary almost ships. Make them focus on a Smolensk, so all of a sudden pops up. All of a sudden these two people are no longer firing at these three. So now these three can now focus on the south and win the south type of thing. So they're definitely messing with Tilt here on the situation with L4. And of course, these DDs are just absolutely going in between and of course dropping torpedoes, hitting Gypsy and sending out torpedoes, of course, towards the Yamato and Moskva right over here. Now, of course, right here, we've got Smolensk. Absolutely. Yeah. On Parzival. Parzival's been taking a lot of damage there. They are taking out a very good player because Parzival is a very scary player to run up against, at least for me. I know I might be bad, but that's how it works. Parzival taking a lot of damage, a lot of focus fire. This is definitely showing that they spread out their firepower. They're spreading out. They're eliminating their ability to focus fire, and that causes a problem. So L4 absolutely, focusing and coming back from this game right here. But we will see if they have enough firepower and enough thing. And this is actually one of the main situations that I actually argue Black Yamato might actually would have been a better pick. Maybe. Shoot over these islands. It's a little hard to shoot over. But of course, let's see if they can still take out Parzival. They have a lot of variety of firepower. But if you can focus that variety of firepower throughout the match, you can do that. Mako, unfortunately, has gone down, so that is definitely putting the lead with L4. Demonte absolutely being an annoying Venezia down here. Great pick on that for them going down there. Just, playing it slow. We'll see exactly how that goes. I almost want to argue a minnow might have been greater there, but that's a decisive pick. Right now, we definitely have the Smolensk still pestering Rat and Parzival, while we have a push right over here with Valfor and Felipe shooting down south. And we see, once again, these DDs, L4's DDs are just having a grand old time right now. They are just going around the map, doing their thing, and that's what you want those DDs to be doing, to just be messing with the enemy team. Ed Cole is having a bit of a hard time, but Ztoy is definitely holding back, trying to keep that steady and keeping the firepower on them, while staying out of the fight. So let's see how this keeps unfolding out, because this is a very slow game, but it's going to be these minor pushes, these minor wins with Parzival unfortunately having a lot of damage, and there's a fire able to heal though, so capable of going well. Ed Cole, Demente pushing on Ed Cole, absolutely showing the firepower that of the Venezia against the Moskva. Felipe, Nice job confirming kill on Ed Cole. So now the southern area down here absolutely has its capability. The Smolensk needs to run against the Venezia. They can do a lot of damage to it. As you can tell, gonna keep pressure on it. But we do also have L right here in the Yamato taking damage from multiple sides. Unfortunately, I think Tilt just has not been able to keep all of their ships together and keeping the Demente taking out the Smolensk. Always a great job to see that. But, of course, this is just, they're encircling, they're taking out certain people. They've played the flanks better. Of course, we got the Smolensk over here absolutely shutting down Parzival, preventing them from able to do their damage with the Yamato, keeping them behind the island. Rat trying to do as best as they can, but, of course, there goes the Yamato. This is a excellent map play on flanking and keeping their firepower separate. Now, the only thing that would have been better in the situation for Tilt to do would be trying to win a flank and kind of just consuming them from one side, kind of coming up from one end, destroying that line. They were not able to do that, unfortunately, with this, with Parzival going down. Pigbay, how are you feeling in this game, bringing it in early?
There we go. Look at the notes here. So key points. L4's Venezia ended up smashing Maki in the center cap. He was in the Z52. That allowed the two DDs to go in and swipe the center for free because the other team wasn't even pushing in there. Back to where that Smolensk, I forget what his name is. Let me just go.
Themissinus?
Yeah. So back to where that Smolensk was from L4. He literally just stayed right next to that island the whole. He could have seen the Stalingrad and the Yami put forward to where he couldn't shoot them anymore. Force him out. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I feel like they got too hung up on him, and he was just bow tanking. So instead, why not just ignore him? Go around that island so he can't hit you, and help your team out.
Yep.
You know, fire across the map, help your team out, and getting those kills over there and getting some damage on them.
Oh yeah.
I feel like L4 just played it better, and yeah.
They played the flanks better. They played the map better. They specifically allowed for the team to play all three flanks, which then unfortunately, because they were able to do that, they were able to have their main focus power of a Moskva, Yamato, and Yamato focus whoever they wanted, and then they had their DDs basically just running screen and just dropping torpedoes and just keeping up that consistent. So that was expertly played from L4. So 1-1 right now, of course, because Tilt won the first game, but we will see how this next game goes. How is everyone doing in chat here?
Oh, I forgot to check chat.
Yep. Man, a lot of new people here. How's it going? Hopefully everyone is joined. Triple GG, thanks for the like literally an hour ago. I'm sorry I didn't say anything about that, but unfortunately I can't really keep track of everything going on here. Yep. All right, we are in round 3 of the winner's bracket finale. Let's do this. L4 versus Tilt. So let's see, 1-1. Very close games though. Very close games, realistically. You have one that's cap control and one that's kill control, really. That was one, so. Let's see how this goes.
Action station.
Alright, we are on Gypsy off the bat with the Smolensk. Of course, we got Parzival and Solomon in the Z52 and Yamato, respectively. L, Ratones, Edkun, and Macchio right there. Now, of course, it looks like both teams are basically going counterclockwise. So pretty much we've got BC for Tilt and AB for L4 Tam right here. We do, of course, have the Smolensk going on their own. Just that might be interesting with the entire team going counterclockwise with that situation. Here, of course, Felipe in the Yamato right there. Going up here. Now, of course, with these teams going counterclockwise, really are going to see a few people engage at a time because, of course, these ships now are so far out because they're thinking they're actually going to run into something. Now they have to turn in, and how exactly will those battle lines form from there? So let's pop up. Let's see exactly how this is going to turn out from here. We, of course, got contention at B right now with Chevo obviously in the win, with it mostly being turned over to red for L4, but Solomon's on the other side. But we do have a daring on that situation because we only have a 3-2-3 situation right now. The Yamatos are already slugging themselves out in that situation, but we do also have the Smolensk down here popping out of nowhere against a Moskva, which might be problematic, but of course Macchio needs to focus on getting into B, helping out Solomon in order to push and actually attempt to actually get B. Because of course you want to actually take caps early, but you also want to make sure you take caps specifically strategically. So we shall see exactly if Macchio can actually come out from that situation. Now over here we definitely have Demente and Valfor having to kind of re-engage, get back into this. But of course, as you can tell, Smokes are not keeping Solomon and Macchio absolutely secure on the situation. So of course it looks like B is going to be going into Tilt's favor. Now Ed Cole is pushing on the Smolensk. As a Moskva lover and like that, Ed Cole, just go kill that Smolensk. Everything like that. Unfortunately, Chevo is going down. That is the first loss on L4's team, with 2 caps winning on Tilt. Of course, additionally with that cap lead from killing them. Lit does not seem to be doing so well either, but Solomon gets taken out as well, so we are 1-1 on the kill ratios right here, while we have the Moscow and Smolensk just battling it out, and we shall see who wins. But of course, Lit goes down. Both DDs are now down, so one DD should now be focusing on absolutely just going crazy on capping, and also focusing on getting those torpedoes out to disrupt Felipe, Valfor, and Triple GGG. But of course, the Venezia is still in play. If you can remove the Venezia, then the Moskva, it's good at taking down DDs, but it's not the best, where the Venezia is absolutely killer at it. So we will see exactly how they start to focus fire, while we have Gypsy moving up from the south. Right here, of course, Ed Cole and the Smolensk are trading shots right here. Obviously, it's still a pretty close game. These are 2 very good players. Moskva is going to take a lot of damage, but it can still dish a lot of damage, so we'll exactly see how this goes. We got Macchio absolutely pushing and trying to keep those torpedoes on Valfor and on potentially soon the battleships. We'll see exactly where they try to exactly focus that DD, because that exactly right now is a very big powerhouse. It looks actually like Valfor is coming down to try to help out and take down Ed Cole from the Smolensk and really push on and make sure that they can keep their Smolensk alive. But Gypsy's over here absolutely starting to burn down Triple GGG, taking a lot of damage from its selected fire. But Demente is absolutely showing the capabilities of the Venezia, absolutely moving in its right speed. Now that Ed Cole, let's see if Ed Cole can take down the Smolensk before they go down, because they are having a pretty rough time doing that. While Macchio just seems to be using their guns to try to take down Triple GGG, try to give it a little bit of extra firepower that the Z-52 can do, while Demente is absolutely trying to keep that Smolensk off of their battleships up in the north. Ed Cole going down, unfortunately, down there with Stalingrad, Ratonis going in, trying to make sure they're keeping C. Triple GGG going down. Man, this is definitely having a tough time, while Tilt's Yamato is absolutely getting taken down right there by Valfor. Nice shot on that. So we are 4-4 right now, while we do have, I'd say, pretty equal firepower. We got cruisers versus a balanced setup, so let's see if they can do this. But Macchio is making a run on Felipe. I don't know how this is going to run, because you have a Moscow shooting at long range and a Venezia shooting at long range, along with the Yamato that just straight up dodged those torpedoes. We will see how this pulls away, because right now Tilt has the lead in terms of points, but if they get focused, they've got a lot of firepower between a Venezia, a Yamato, Moskva, and a Smolensk. But I believe the Smolensk is out of smokes, so it's a very weak ship, so they have to use it correctly. I have a feeling, unfortunately, Macchio is definitely going down. Valfor just take a massive hit from Parsville. Nice shots on that. Valfor needs to definitely keep their try and play, because right now they just got that win, but they are retaking B. pushing upon Gypsy with Demente absolutely just having a nice little Star Wars 8, I want to say, except a little more exhilarating, at least. So Valfor absolutely taking hits from Parzival. And, of course, right here we got Stalingrad pushing out on the Smolensk. Let's see if they can absolutely hit the Smolensk and finish them off, because those guns are dangerous. Rough miss, but they're trying to hit over there, while, of course, Parzival is getting hit by two sides. But Valfor is going to be taking that and going down from Parzival. Nice shot, keeping a near 100-point lead, even with a loss. 14 seconds left. Basically, L4 has just... Yeah, damn. Nice job, Tilt. Nice job, Tilt, on that. Pigbay, what are your thoughts?
So, again, I feel like a broken record, but came down to cap control. They held the L4, or not L4, oh, yeah, L4. Tilt was able to hold B long enough. Ed Cole did a awesome job just keeping that Smolensk at bay.
Yep.
And then what that also did was, who was it that came?
Valfor.
Valfor.
Yep.
He was able to drag him away from the battle too. So he essentially took two ships out of there, letting them focus on him.
Yep.
So that was very good play on him. I know it's not the glamorous job, but it's the one that needs to happen.
Yeah.
And I give him props. Give him golf clap.
Oh yeah, definitely some great games, some great gameplay. You're seeing that each team has their own way of messing with the other. Of course, these teams probably skirmish all the time together to get better, and they're definitely showing it because they definitely know each other well. And it's like, hey, let me send a Moskva after a Smolensk. The Moskva should win, but at that high of tier, the Smolensk is definitely going to give a problem. But in reverse, you go help it out. You take a gun out of your main line, damaging Parzival, damaging the battleships down south. So, yeah, it was definitely a very good map play. But of course, occasionally you're going to see in these games where I'd say at least it's more exciting than The Last Jedi. So we've got that going for us. So low bar, but still a bar. So let's see how chat's doing. Hoping everything. I'd say Black Yamato itself would be more to blame. Oh yeah, it could be counted as one of the premiums, but in my opinion, I think it could be useful in certain maps because of the spotter plane being able to shoot over the island. So
yeah, and then being able to engage targets at ranges that they can't engage you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Let's see. Papa, how's it going? Yeah, sweet. Hopefully everyone's having a good time. Also, don't forget, follow, subscribe on any platform you want to watch on. Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, anything you want to specifically do. We are covering Rulers of Waves all this weekend. Shout out to Pigbay right here joining me in on this. Make sure to drop by his channel, give him some love and subscribe. So, yep. So we are just waiting for round 3?
Yep.
Yeah. No, 4.
I got it.
4 because it's 2-1.
It's
2-1 with Tilt in the win. Right?
Yep. Tilt is winning.
Yeah.
4.
Yep. So hopefully everyone is enjoying the commentary. I'm trying to... Yeah, it's a lot. But Pigbay's keeping me sane.
I try.
I know, right? And then after this, we'll be doing loser brackets if possible. Of course, just kind of understand that may or may not be happening depending on how teams want to work and run. Let's see exactly if any of the loser brackets have changed or anything like that. So loser brackets, round 3, Infinite Rage beat FND. And right now, Rage is going against Syndicate, while Friendship is retirement, or AU is versing off against Pegleg Pirates right now, and Los Abadales lost against Pegleg Pirates. So we shall see exactly how those rounds turn out, and eventually we will be watching, I believe, losers bracket round 5. If I think 4.1 is happening right now, so 5.1 will be after this, and then we'll be deciding, of course, who goes into the grand finale. So. Yep. We shall see.
Alrighty.
So, of course, tomorrow we do have the schedule up. We will be on watching games around the same time, about I think it's 9 p.m. Eastern, if I'm remembering right. We'll be around there. Yeah.
Start time
7 o'clock my time.
PM Eastern.
Yep. So we are just waiting for more things and more people to ready up. So let's see. Let me catch my breath a little bit. Hey, don't be yawning on me, okay? I'm already.
I'm sorry.
Oh, killing me here. This isn't boring. I'm just so stressed that it's all of a sudden my body's just like, oh, you have a moment. Let's go to bed.
I'm just old, so my body's like, oh, it's like 11:30, man. What are you doing?
I know that
What
feeling.
happens when you get old, kids? It's not fun. Knees hurt.
Nope. All right. Looks like we are all ready. Let's do this.
Cool.
Okay, so Tilt is up by 1, and this is best of 5. So right now, L4's got to come back and win this one. Of course, this is cage domination. This is a very spread out game, and realistically, with what's being played, it's the traditional setup. So we'll see how that plays out. I have a feeling both teams are probably going to do a rotary, kind of a one goes south, one goes north type of thing, and then meet in the middle. So let's see how we're going. We're in game. Okay. Let's do this. Rage did be F and D. 2-1. Alright, so we're going into game. We've got, of course, this entire setup. Each DD is going to the respective elements. We, of course, got Chevo heading up towards C, while we have Lit going towards A. Now, when we actually look at this and kind of see it, once again, we got the Smolensk kind of doing its own thing, kind of doing its roamer. We'll see exactly where Valfor goes exactly with that. Both the Yamatos are sticking together. Now, if we go up here, Solomon going towards B. They are contesting B. That's it. That's all they're doing is they're contesting B, and the cruisers are taking C. So that is definitely going to put, I think, Chevo in a bit of a conundrum on trying to take C. Yep, that's Chevo. So let's pop up. Of course, battleships are just kind of sitting back. They're ready to start slugging, while you have 2-1 on the caps with Tilt. Tilt in the situation where they have more caps. So let's see how this starts to run out. We got Valfor absolutely just sitting back there with the Smolensk just roaming, while we do have the Stalingrad up there from Tilt's team absolutely just ready to start slugging. It seems we're just kind of waiting for this battle to start pulling away. We got Demente up in the north, pushing a little bit. Gypsy in the Smolensk once again is getting pushed. This is showing that the Smolensk is definitely being used. We got Macchio absolutely going right into that island, kind of into that pocket area. Definitely can be a very dangerous situation with the DD right there, and holds a lot of power. So definitely be careful right there. Let's see how it goes. We got some opening shots on Lit, but realistically, we've got some trades right now. We've got the Smolensk looking to take on the Yamato down south, where this game. Yeah, this is a slugfest. Gypsy's up in the corner, taking on Demonte. Let's see how this goes. Macchio is definitely taking a good amount of damage right here in the middle. He's a bit in a cross problem right here. So we'll exactly see how this goes. Got, though, right now, Tilt holding the caps. they're ticking that cap. Just allow that slugfest to happen. Keep on moving, keep on juking. So we'll see how this keeps on going. Felipe is taking a good amount of damage, but so is L. So we'll see exactly how this goes. You can see a variety of torps heading out, pushing that Yamato, keeping that firepower out of the team. So that's a great use of area denial of torps. No damage, but that just prevented a lot of damage being fired. But that Smolensk just got targeted by this. So let's... Oh, I wanted to see a Smolensk blow up. But nope, not yet. Smolensk blowing up. It's the wonders of the day. Looks like Solomon, though, unfortunately, is taking a lot of damage from... Yep, nice job. Val4 and Litzletto taking down Solomon right there. Now they're going to start working on Macchio. Absolutely right in the middle. They're caught out between the teams. And this is exactly where it's a bit of a problem for these DDs in this map, is that there's no real quick way because of these islands, is you have to go around them. But if you get caught out too early, you got to go around the island. You're going to die. So definitely a very big problem. Shavo taking a lot of damage there, but still seeming to work on that situation. Smolensk is definitely pushing, keeping Demente at bay, but Demente needs to... Oh, nice job on that hit right there. Down here, that Smolensk seems to just be keeping easy at bay. Torpedoes once again out from Lit, so we'll see exactly. Those don't look like to be hitting at all, but keeps people moving. So... right now we got a slugfest between Val4 and not a fun time between those two. But now we got the Smolensk absolutely engaging the Stalingrad, even with torpedoes getting in close enough to use its stealth in that situation. Now, of course, we do have L4 now retaking the cap lead, or the 2 caps to 1. But let's see how well they can keep on fighting this, because of course. The Stalingrad right here, if it was a Moskva, it would be able to spot the Smolensk, but it's not capable right there. So, of course, it's just shooting in the dark, trying to hit those targets within that smoke. Now, once again, we are dealing with really good players, but let's see if these shots hit a Val4. And Val4 goes down. That's a lot of firepower lost right there. And of course, Stalingrad absolutely going around the corner, just not caring about light, like just fire. Oh, looks like the island took the hits. Oh man. Let's see how the Smolensk handles this. The Yamato L goes down on this from the Smolensk. Great job. Absolutely. Yeah, you want to kite. You want to try to keep and use those torpedoes that you have. Oh, man, Felipe going down on the Yamato. I'm going to move over here. Let's just check up on everyone. We got Gypsy at low health. Demente's definitely moving in right there. Triple GGG and Parsville are definitely having a good time, but multiple things. We've got the Stalingrad from just taking down. A lot of movement here in this game. Of course, these games are going to fold at some point. They're going to start rolling at that point. But, of course, Macchio having to do with 2 DDs. Threading the needle, still taking down one with them. Nice work on that. Chavo being taken down by Macchio, but unfortunately dying in the process. Parsville is running, but unfortunately does not have the life to probably survive, and on fire, just burning along with this Gypsy. They're just split right now. They've got all 3 firepowers right there, just hitting Gypsy right there. Lit taking down another one with a Stalingrad left, which is very powerful, but has a full health Yamato. Yeah. Z-Toy might be having a bit of a fun time here, but that's definitely a challenge there. That was great moves on all of them right there. Absolutely pushing and moving the line forward. I'm going to say Pigbay, how are you feeling on this one? With tilt.
So this was like a battle of attrition.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just, because it was like a stalemate at first, and then slowly people started taking more damage, and yeah, I mean, it was a little better focus fire on L4's side, and not tilt side, but L4, even though they're all L4, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yep.
It was quite unfortunate that Stalingrad shot the island.
Yeah.
That I was watching when he did that.
Yeah.
I saw it happen. I was like, ooh, oh, rough one.
Bad hitboxes just affect everyone.
Yep.
Yep. So 2-2.
Popeye said the moose guy was better.
Oh my gosh, y'all are funny. Okay, let's see if we have any updates from any other game. Of course, we've got Tilt versus L4, 2-2. Nothing yet from Pegleg or Rage versus Syndicate, with Pegleg versus AU or Friendship. So we are still waiting on going into the next match, but still, these are very close games. You can clearly tell these two teams know each other very well, so it's all about taking out certain people, and then once that happens, it's a roll. It's just, you lose that key player. So now we have Sea of Fortune, if I'm remembering right?
Yeah, it's Sea of Fortune.
Yep. So, Sea of Fortune, spread out match. Let's see exactly if they decide to change it up at all. So, let's see. Hope everyone is enjoying their time tonight. And don't forget, follow, subscribe. Go check out Pigbay too. He's joined in. He's pretty awesome and really good at division battles. If he doesn't say himself. Right. Yeah, sure, all right, yeah, sure. But of course, let's see. Let's see. What are we doing here? Got Navy watching, I guess.
I just noticed that.
Yeah. It's like, all right. Weird flex.
One sus.
Yeah, right.
There's a spy among us.
My work actually tried getting us playing an off-brand version of Among Us at a retro, and I was just like, what? Sure, team building. Alright, let's see. I'm just really hoping that I don't screw up L4 versus Tilt too much.
No, it hasn't. I think it's been pretty spot on.
Yeah.
It's pretty easy to remember. You see Val4's name, that's L4.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm Val4, you are the rock. And he's gone.
And then I just go off of lit for Tilt.
Yep. Or Parzival for Tilt. So.
Yeah.
Yep. So, obviously doing some switching up right now. This is a 2-2. This is the winner's bracket finale. Grand finale is tomorrow, so make sure to follow, subscribe, hit that notification bell on whatever platform you are on for tomorrow's loser's bracket and also the grand finale. And if not, I will be posting up clips of these games pretty much mostly in the mornings after these games in order to make sure everyone has specific games that they can watch and enjoy. So, all right, let's see. We're almost ready. Any changes? I'm not seeing any.
No.
I'm seeing some switch outs from certain people playing certain ships. Mm-hmm. So they definitely know, hey, I'm really strong at this map versus not strong at this map. Nope.
Yeah, it's still running the same stuff.
Still waiting to see if losers bracket round 4 shows anything. So this is the last game in the winners bracket finale. Should be good. I think we're just waiting for Macchio. Macchio?
I just call him Maki.
Maki. Okay, that works. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been shortening everybody's names here.
Xavier, Battle of the Hit Points. Love the battles. Yeah, it is Battle of the Hit Points, Battle of RNG, Battle of just those right plays. It's how it works. It's when you're talking at this level, it's kind of just that. Just because if you try to do anything insane, most people know how to counter it. So, who is winning, Yoho or AU?
Well, it's L4.
L4 is winning, yeah, pretty much.
It's L4 versus L4.
We do have a report in losers bracket round LB42 Pegleg Pirates versus Friendship is Retirement. Pegleg Pirates wins 2-0. So definitely an upset there. AU's a damn good fight, but Pegleg Pirates, nice job. So hopefully we can stream that right after this. So we will see. All right, we're in. We are in. So Tilt versus L4, or L4 versus L4. Let's do this. A little skirmish match between L4. But 2-2. Let's see who goes to the grand finales. Yo soy L4. God, my Spanish needs to be upgraded. Alright, so as we can tell right here, we've got Gypsy over here in a great position with the Smolensk. Exactly how they've been playing it. Right here is Z52 along with, but it looks like both of them are pulling in. We've got Yamato, Moskva, and Yamato right in the middle, which is perfect for exactly how they've been running their strats. While Rat and Z52 on the other side. Gypsy going down? Yep, it looks like, alright, never mind, we got to clear. We are bopping onto this match. So, waiting for the return to port. Yep, game's over. So this is a pullout. This is allowed. Seems to be some player has completely dropped. So we are resetting the match, unfortunately. So, sorry. There. So, hold up.
I went to go get a drink. Get back in the match.
Yeah, Pigbay, you never knew it was going to happen. It was just going to be done. Yep. Oh, Caesar, you're a Valfor. Got it. Sorry. Spanish, don't really use it much. Sorry. I blame American teachings and education. So, let's see how this goes. We are all ready again. Just waiting for it to go. Yep, there we go. All right. So, now let's go into it. 2-2. Let's see exactly how L4 versus L4. I'm sorry, Tilt goes with each team at 2. They are both doing excellent jobs, playing excellent plays, but of course this is high tier play. A lot of slug matches, so we got to watch the play as they go about. Not very much early tells that are going to show us exactly who's going to win. So, let's go into it. So, of course, it looks like we basically have about the right setup, except Makio's on this other side with the Stalingrad, and of course, Smolensk with Gypsy over there with Solomon. So I did a little bit of a switch as we go over here. Of course, there's a lot of high islands. You can hide behind them. You can dodge behind them. You can use them as a cover. So, of course, we actually have Smolensk on each side, but Smolensk is going wide while we have Navy going right for C. We do actually have 3 DDs on the L4 side. So let's see exactly how this plays out. We got triple GGG and Felipe right there, along with the DDs right here. So, early on, C is going for L4, but Tilt is going for A, so it seems like that's going to be going. Let's go up to the top view. Let's bring this up. Let's see how each team is going. We, of course, got the battleships mostly in the middle, but we have kind of triple GGG and Felipe going over towards C. So I have a feeling they're kind of going a slow strat, but these 3, Demonte's got to be very careful because this is a lot of firepower on them, especially that Stalingrad right there. So let's exactly see how this plays out. A lot of time when you're dealing with this level of play, what you're going to need to worry about actually is where is everyone? Is they are going to show themselves when they want you to, or when they want to, I should say. So make sure you are watching where they are and where this map placement is. And as you can tell, it seemingly seems like Tilt is specifically going to sit on A and B, while up here, L4 is kind of giving up B and just sticking around C and trying to kind of just curve around the map in order to absolutely rip apart whatever's at B and whatever's at the south of B so they can come up and then surround A. So let's see if that actually can work out for them. While down here, Tilt is going to want to almost do the exact opposite or just do the reverse and just shove into them and just kind of just create a whole battle line against them. So we'll see exactly if the Moskva and Yamato pull up in that situation. But of course, as you can tell, Lit Saludo absolutely taking a lot of hits right there from that situation. Torpedoes are out on the Moskva, but even a widespread ain't going to fix that. They are going to take B from L4's stance, but right here you're starting to see they're starting to curve down. We're starting to see a battle line on that B point, but those DDs, they're definitely making sure they're sitting around B and keeping themselves relevant. You don't want to keep those DDs so far out that they become irrelevant, basically losing out the point of actually having a triple DD setup. So this definitely is a very big risk. Let's see. I have a feeling Lit Saludo is running some torps on Rat here, along with Shavo trying to run away from the amount of firepower that the additional cruiser brings. Now over here we got seems like Smolensk versus Smolensk right here. We'll see exactly who can win there. Solomon going down on that point. So Tilt is down a DD, and that is a very key thing, especially now when you have a triple DD setup. It starts to kind of cause the roll here. So let's see if L4 can take advantage of that setup in order to do that while they're keeping them one gun down by keeping those area of denial torps right there. Parsville just took a nice large hit from that situation, but of course we got multiple area of denial torps going out. Keep them thinking, keep them off. You want to keep your enemies going. That's why PB and I are very surprised Somers hasn't been seen. So, but maybe we don't know something that they know. But, let's see how exactly this is going. We've got a Smolensk down south. Gypsy is basically just, hey, focus on the battleships, burn down the battleships, be the roamer down here. But over here, you can tell we are seeing a consistent amount of damage getting taken by the battleships. And when you lose the battleships and you've already lost a DD, you are in a bit of a pickle. And I'm sorry, I just slaughtered that. But L just took a massive hit, triple GGG, nice shot on him, absolute finishing off, even on the heel. So that was perfectly timed on that situation. So now they are down a Yamato and a Z52. L4 absolutely looking like they've created that battle line. Screw the caps, go no cap, kill all situation, and then get the caps later. But let's see if Tilt can hold on to those caps and maybe kill a few people just long enough where you do have triple GGG and Felipe have taken a considerable amount of damage, and you want to kill those battleships so that they can give you the most points in regaining that cap advantage. So, but right here, L4 just once again, they took the cap. They are starting to win via kills and from caps. Ooh, man, let's see if Tilt can come back from this, but it looks like L4 is just running the gambit with these DDs and with their superior firepower in the situation of where the teams are split up. Of course, right here, you've got all three right here, over here, and then you've got a Smolensk and a Smolensk just slugging it out. Who cares? Right here, Parsifal goes down in the Yamato. They have lost both Yamatos at this point. It is not looking good. So L4 is looking to go to the grand finals either way. But Pigbay, I'd say even with a minute left, I think Triple GG might go down. But let me know what your thoughts are. I'll watch that because we definitely have some low health people here.
Again, L4, well, main L4, I would just say main L4.
Yeah.
Proved why, they won last tournament. And they just played it better. They played the map better.
Yep.
Focus fire was a lot better. Their 3DD strat worked perfectly.
Yep.
I can even see them in the map right now. Yeah, they took the caps, backed out when they needed to back out, when they were getting focused. They just, I'm going to just say it, they outplayed them. They got an overwhelming victory.
Yep. So they played. What was the surprise is they changed out 4 the triple DD strat, though. They weren't running that before, but on this map, they were like, this works. So they know something. So I definitely say it's definitely interesting, but that was definitely good. Definitely good. So let's switch over to full face. Yeah. I don't know. Like I gotta agree with you. What else can we say? L4 just played the map better. Tilt did a damn good job holding them back, but you can't do much more than that.
Yeah, that's it was close. Like the whole not tournament, but the whole series.
Yep.
It's close.
Very. Thank you for L4 for giving off an amazing show, though. It really shows off what the map play at this tier and at this level of play gives. Even if it can kind of be a little boring, I'm betting for the people playing, it's a fun time. And hopefully neither Pigbay or I absolutely screwed up who was playing, because of course they're both L4. So
I just like drop Diet Coke all over.
Chevo and Saludo, OP, Nerf, L4, Tam, pretty much, yeah. I definitely would agree with that. Puerto Rico is a great ship from Optimus Prime. We'll agree to disagree sometimes. AU's overrated. Al Kaboom is dead. Don't know what's going on with there. Maybe the stream went down. Unfortunately, that can happen. So hopefully, everything stays good here. Yeah, probably BlueStacks. Yeah. That happens.
Is, not my favorite.
That's why whenever there's so many people that like to be like, oh, you occasionally play on PC, isn't that kind of cheating? I'm like, no.
Yeah. Have you ever had the game just shut off on you because it felt like it? No, it's not fun.
So, of course, we are waiting for Syndicate and Pegleg Pirates. So let's see if we can get, actually, I think we probably should put up in World Chat first.
Refresh the page.
Yep. Let's see if I can type. Nope, I can't. I can't type. Can't type. Not at all. Hope everyone is having a great night. Hope everyone enjoyed those games. A little bit higher level on that stuff, but of course, still very interesting to see, especially those two that are very good teams, very knowledgeable on their stuff. Of course, you're dealing with one versus the other, where they're both very good situations. So, losers bracket 5.1 is unfortunately looks to be we are till tomorrow. So we are actually done for tonight. Pigbay, what was your favorite game for tonight?
Ooh, we're doing match of the day.
Yep, match of the day, and of course, chat, you're delayed, so of course, match of the day for you too as well.
God, there's so many. I would have to say that first game with Toxic. That one got me the most hyped, I guess. Yeah.
Really? FND versus Toxic. Yeah, that was a very close game, 2-1.
Yeah.
Definitely pretty good.
Yeah, I think that one got me the most hyped.
I'd actually, in my opinion, Rage versus AU with Friendship.
Yeah, that was a good one too, though.
That was a very good one. It was definitely a team I was kind of expecting a very close game, so I was expecting it. Toxic versus FND, we got good games from them, but in my opinion, we saw like a very huge shift from each team with AU and Rage, where they absolutely were able to control the field much better and just come back. So, in my opinion, that was a win, but also Tilt versus L4, as much as they were kind of slow slugfest, they really were like some great map play that I'm hoping that we provided great information for people to learn from in the future, so that maybe we can also see L4 get nerfed in the future and get beaten.
Have someone take them down. Is someone going to be able to take them down tomorrow? What do you think?
In my opinion, I think it's going to have to be a new team that just comes out. L4, I think they've got that communication down, because if I looked back, I'm betting I could find it, but I wouldn't be surprised if there wasn't almost everyone there from last tournament there tonight.
Yeah.
It's just they're consistent. They play. I'm betting they play together often. They know each other. You know, I wouldn't have been surprised if there was a few of those games where they were just shooting the entire time and completely, not even keeping comms clean. Like, I could totally see that.
They're still talking the whole time.
Yep.
I mean, they were smack talking.
Yep. Let's see what chat is saying. As of course we got F&D get good. F&D is a very strong team, but they just unfortunately got beat out this time. Optimus Prime is saying hater. Oh, so
you gotta love the smack talk in the chat.
Oh yeah, definitely gotta love the smack talk. But either way, tomorrow we will be back with Losers Bracket round 5.1, as we can see over here. Of course, add on top of it, semifinals and the grand finale. So we'll exactly see how that all rolls out tomorrow. Make sure like, follow, subscribe on any platform you want. Jump over to YouTube. Show Pigbay some love and such.
Hey.
Yep. He's an awesome YouTuber and also streamer, especially with Division Battles if you want to get better at those. He's an absolute killer on those. So, other than that, I think that's pretty much night. What do you say, Pigbay?
Right. Yeah. I think it's time to get some memes, some sleeps.
Yeah, a little bit of sleep. It's getting a little late for everyone. Thank y'all for joining us tonight. Hope you all have a wonderful night. And, see you tomorrow. Peace.
Later, chat.